It's showing no
What is
desktop
live?
audio. Why is it? Oh, there's a desktop audio. Okay. That's because there is no desktop audio. That makes sense.
There's no desktop audio because there's no desktop audio.
Yeah, weird.
Hi, buddy. Hi, Phoenix.
Yeah, hi, everybody.
Hello.
What happened? I'm slow. I rolled out of bed at like 5:40. Threw some rice cups in the microwave, grabbed a Mountain Dew, and threw things together. So I was a little late.
More like Mountain Ew.
Well, it's Baja Blast, so it's like the best one.
Where are the Cheetos?
I don't have any Cheetos, Scott. I'm sorry. But you can cast Magic Missile at the darkness if you'd like.
Okay, so have I won yet?
If you want.
Excellent. I did it, everybody.
Right, next game.
Perfect. All right.
How's it going, Zarkolius?
It's Zarkolius and Bunny and Phoenix and Joe. Wait a minute.
Yeah, who's this Joe bum?
I know, right?
Roll to see who goes first.
Oh, where'd you find that? That's cool. That's
I'm
pretty
perfectly
middling.
average. He's got the squirrel technique.
Oh.
Yeah.
Continues
I
to be
also
perfectly
got a
average.
10. I think this die is rigged.
I see we are perfectly matched.
This is me rolling.
How's it going, Magic?
That's
Well,
not a 10.
Hey, we are 10 times better than Joe's roll.
I mean, I always knew I was 10 times better
Oh.
than Joe.
Ta-da.
And
Rude.
then just a lucky 13.
Beautiful. All right. So we... And then
So
refill.
we...
All right.
So this is Street Fighter card game.
Yeah, this is the Street Fighter Tabletop Deck Builder. Hi, Dennis. Yeah, let's go over those real quick. Basically, we play as a Street Fighter character. We got to go through the different stages. This can be face up. That's backwards.
Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Here we go. Hold on. Yeah.
Perfect.
USA.
So our job is to go through the different locations and do the things.
We acquire cards that will give us various abilities and power and stuff, and then you use power to buy cards. The cost of the cards is on the bottom right. And then when you play the cards on your turn,
They do all sorts of things.
They do the stuff that's on the card, and then you can buy stuff like locations. If there's nothing on the board that you particularly like and you have stuff to spend, you can do something like buy a kick. There are always kicks.
Yep.
There's weaknesses, which are bad. You don't want them in your deck. There's going to be ways that other people can put them in your deck. I disagree with the art because Dan's the man. There's nothing weak about Dan. Every character also has a superpower that starts under the deck. They have to buy it. It costs 6.
Yep.
And it does cool stuff. We'll get into it when that's relevant.
Yep.
And then you buy all of the locations. The game ends when the last location is bought.
Or if you can't refill the main deck.
Or if you can't refill the main deck.
That rarely
happens. Everybody tallies up their points. The points are the bottom left number on the card. Locations give lots of points. Some moves also give a fair amount of points.
Weaknesses give negative points.
Weaknesses give negative points.
Hence their weakness.
And then at the end of the game, whoever has the most points wins.
Yeah. Also, Bun with DC. It turns out Cryptozoic has a lot of different DC deck builders. A lot of DC deck builders. And other ones, too.
I'd like to point out that Capcom is not a DC property.
No, Capcom is
just
not.
so people know.
But they have a lot of DC stuff. So, the walls are, lined with Blackest Night covers, and the table says DC. But it's not DC, it's Street Fighter, so...
Yeah.
Dennis was like, hey, who's everybody playing? I am playing as DJ. I'm like, hey. And My whole
I am
thing
playing
is...
as a bison.
Oh, yeah. Lee's playing Zen Bison. He bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bunch of bad guys over here in this
Scott
corner.
over here is Balrog.
Frog.
Balrog.
He's listed here as a villain, but he's truly the hero of us all.
Yes.
Lee
Just
isn't playing as Dan.
agree.
Dan's not an option.
Dan is not an option. Otherwise, I would absolutely be playing as Dan.
Because he has weaknesses where he belongs.
No.
Yes.
Also, we picked our characters by literally drawing two and picking which one we liked out of the two.
Yeah.
So, sure, I'm Ken.
And then, yeah, Joe's Ken.
Sure, Ryu, I'm Ken.
Okay, so I rolled and went first. I got 2 vulnerabilities, which just do nothing. They're just dud cards in your opening hand. Everybody has the same 10 cards in their starter deck. It's 3 of these and 7 of those. Real simple. And then
So your
at the start of your turn,
two
you
hands
draw
are
5.
some variants of 7 and 3. You could get 5 punches in one, and then all the vulnerabilities for the other hand. You could have it mixed up. But then once you start adding cards to your deck, then it starts getting a little bit more
Things go
dynamic.
nuts. So my starting hand was 2 and 3, so I've got 3 power, because the punches do +1 power. So 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 to buy cards with. Red Cyclone costs 5, Galactic Tornado costs 6, Guild costs 5, Ken Masters costs 4, 100 Hand Slap costs 3. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, draw one of them, discard the other, or leave it on top. But it doesn't actually give any power. Let me double check my ability over here to see if I care about anything in particular.
It doesn't give power on its own, but
there
the
are
cards
things
that you
that,
draw could give you power.
That's true. So my ability when I get it.
I am not going to get all the Dans. I'll probably have some of them, though.
DJ wants me to play equipment. Interesting. Okay. And then...
But there's no equipment on the field
There's
right
no
now.
equipment on the field. And this is just... 100 Hand Slap, it just lets you cycle through cards, but otherwise doesn't do anything. But card cycling isn't bad. That means it doesn't take up space in the deck. But I think I'm just going to get a kick because more power is better. There are always kicks here. And it costs 3. It gets you +2 power. So I would just buy. I would
I'm
just
really-
jealous of all the other kids with their pumped up kicks.
Going round.
I just
Outrun
realized
my gun.
there's a spot for your deck, but not for your discard pile. What the actual heck?
Well, it's
Because your
because
discard
you
is
have
over here.
various discards.
What?
Yeah, you could discard things.
You can basically sort your discard, which is weird, but
That is weird, especially considering I'm just going to have to pick it all up together anyway.
Yeah, I don't think
So-
I will. I think I will
think
just pick
I'm
one
just
and just be
gonna-
like, that's my discard.
Oh, just do that. That's exactly right. Okay, cool. All right,
So you
and then pass turn.
turn over?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a 1, 2, 3 punches, and 2 vulnerabilities.
That looks familiar. Can you buy more than one per turn if you have enough power? Absolutely. And it's a good idea.
So I have to make the same decision. Do I take the 100-hand slap or the kick? The kick is definitely better now. 100-hand slap could be better later, but also by not taking the 100-hand slap, that means that I'm essentially making it harder for other people to buy things because that won't get replaced. So, yeah, I'm going to take the kick.
Okay, and then just as a
And
quick
then-
aside, Lee's specific thing, he can attack whatever the heck he wants eventually, so he doesn't care about a particular type of thing. Balrog wants lots of attacks. And Ken
Balrog.
wants lots of heroes. So specifically, Scott's going to want to find attack cards, Joe's going to want to find hero cards, I'm going to want to find equipment, and Lee is just going to want to be violent. But,
Alright.
But
There's-
for him, it was Tuesday.
right, there's nothing wrong with picking up whatever you want, but there's light synergies that can be done.
Okay, so my turn.
Your turn,
Yes.
Scott.
Yeah.
Punch. And a punch. And a punch. And a punch. And a
Oh.
vulnerable.
Ooh,
He
he's
got the legendary 4-punch hand.
5 punch.
Four
would have been legendary.
punch.
Which 4-punch does give him the ability to have one extra option compared to us.
Yeah, I could get Ken Masters,
See.
but realistically, my reason for getting it would be to deny Ken getting Ken.
Sure, you
Yeah.
can.
Because getting Ken early is not good because, like, card destruction is great, but he requires you to have other heroes to play with him. So
yeah, getting him first is rough.
Right. And he
And-
only
and
gives
Scott-
+1 power, so he's not really all that.
Scott really wanted to have the legendary 5-punch hand so he could buy that Gil.
I really did. That would have been
Oh, yeah.
amazing. But I think I'm actually just gonna take. I'll take the 100-hand slap.
Oh, you gotta open it up for Joe.
Yep.
Oh, man.
No, not all of them. Just the one. You want me to do it? I'll do it.
Yeah, go for
I can do it.
I think you can just click add one, but
Okay.
Kemi.
Cammy is cheap
No.
and has good power. And she
Yep,
lets you get
and
your,
it's-
these back if they break.
And that means it's my turn, right?
Yes, it is. And Joe has...
Three punches.
3 and 2.
But yes, I am gonna get that
I think
Kemi. I
Joe's
think.
going to grab that Cammy because he wants heroes anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could just...
Beep.
You could do
And I think nothing costs one. Oh, I have to flip over
Oh,
equipment for you.
hey!
But that's gonna be it for my turn, I think.
But
Okay.
James can't buy that. It's called Balrog's gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for me.
Yeah, not for long. I have 1 and 4.
But Balrog.
Yeah, Balrog. Sorry, Balrog.
Barrel.
I'm
DJ's
absolutely...
like, those gloves fit me too, it turns out.
Why you do this to me every
Uh,
time?
well, it costs 2 and I need equipment, so...
But
Look, it's a little sad
Balrog.
because he's
And then also just
only
click
he
that.
used a 4-punch hand to only
yes,
buy
I'm
it too. So
correct. It's not ideal using a 4 full hand to buy a 2-cost card. And there's nothing else up there that costs 2.
sad Balrog is sad.
all
And
right, so
then
now it's my turn. I take
Flip,
it.
shuffle, and 5. Yes, it is.
All right, shock and awe, 4 punches.
4 and 1. Oh, the new card, by the way.
If you're good at math, you could have seen that coming. And I do think that Shipu Jupu Shaboopoo Doopoo kick could be pretty good.
Shapadoopadoop.
I mean,
Shaboop-a-doop-a-doop.
it's a kick with an extra ability on it. So,
Yeah, it would be nice to read the whole thing, but someone's hand is on it.
sorry.
There we go. Put a card from your discard pile on the bottom of your deck. Yeah, sure. And then let's see. Boop.
Also, no, Leia is not close. Leia is at work.
All right. So now
There's 2 power equipment that's worth 1 victory point for each different attack card in your deck.
That's
That's good if you do
a
it quick.
great card that I know Scott's got a hand that with not enough power. in it.
Yeah, so surprising everyone, I will play my 3-punch hand, and then I will buy a kick.
Oh, I did not draw my hand. Oh, it is surprising what I have drawn on my hand. It is, yeah, it is 4.
I did that in like kindergarten, where you draw your hand and you turn it into a turkey.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, I'm gonna take the
and
Ken.
Joe is going to
Because,
take the
you know.
Masters because yeah, why not?
All
You can just
right,
click
I gotcha.
You can just click the button.
Yeah, but it feels better. I like.
I mean, that's true. You can do that. Yoga Teleport is a very good card, honestly. But what's in my hand here? I've got
Cards.
Yeah, I've got a vulnerability, so whatever. But punch, kick, and Balrog's gloves.
Oh. Wait a minute, but you're kicking. Did you put the glove on your foot?
Yes,
What'd
I
you
did.
do?
I'm DJ. Let's see. I feel like punching Scott with Balrog's gloves would be the rudest option, so eeny, meeny, miny, Lee.
Oh, that seems rude to me.
No, you want Dan's.
No, I I want Dan if he's not on a weakness card. I think it's rude that he's on a weakness card.
So, unless you can do anything about it, you get a Dan and put it on top of your deck.
Great, thanks. I'm so happy.
You're welcome. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. Akuma's Gi is so good for me, but I have 5 power.
Akuma Matata.
What a wonderful phrase.
The Akuma's Gi is so good, but I have 5, and this card is worth 3 power. I can't not. It's just too good.
I feel like I need that because it's me, but it's also very expensive.
It's very expensive.
It is.
I feel like Mr. Dink owns it.
Just like real life, but very expensive. Is this just the DC deck builder but Street Fighter? Yes, Razorblade. That is precisely what it is. Hence the giant DC logo hiding underneath this. As it turns out, Cryptozoic has lots of different deck builders based on different things. Lots and lots of DC ones, and then a bunch of different ones for other themes, like Street Fighter in this case.
So did that wrap up your turn?
Oh yeah, that's my turn.
Full punches.
Punch lots.
I'ma take the gi.
I want the gi, but
That's what you get for taking the card I wanted.
I know.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Oh, the tandem engine already, huh?
We're getting all the expensive
Yeah, this
sauce
is an
going on here.
expensive row up here. There's a 2, and there's also a 5, a 6, and 2 7s.
But my turn was very quick. I'm
Is
already
there
done.
one for Skeletor? No, but a He-Man deck builder would be awesome.
100 hand slap. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck and draw one of them. So, well, I think I'm gonna draw the kick,
Makes sense.
and then the other one.
You can either discard or put it back on top.
discard the other or leave it on top. I think I'm gonna discard it.
What?
Weird.
Weird.
And then I will play that kick.
So 2, 3, 4.
Hey, look, I have 5. I could buy.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
You can buy the Red Cyclone.
You can buy the Red Cyclone.
I think I might, because I mean I'm not opposed to having heroes.
With what's going on the board right now, Red Cyclone's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah. How about that?
Because it's just like, I can't afford you now, but for later.
All right.
And then a Gil gets
Oh, hey,
fucked
it's a
over.
Gil.
That is kind of rude. I feel like the game
It's
did that on
okay.
purpose.
It's taunting me.
I mean, to be fair, it doesn't mean that anyone's going to have 5.
Yeah, and I have 4, so I'm just gonna kick and be sad about it. Go ahead.
Fair enough.
I mean, without showing you my hand, you know it's unlikely that I'll have 5 because somebody put a weakness on top of my
What?
deck.
No. I also have 4.
Not gonna name names, but it was James. It was absolutely James.
It was, as it turns out. I'm going to buy the Yoga Teleport, honestly. I like the ability that it gives.
Hey, look.
Wow! All right, perfect.
Well, all right then.
All right, Lee.
This is
But
my
look,
turn.
The nice thing about that ability there is it puts the weakness on top of your deck, so you get to get rid of it immediately.
Let's just get rid of that weakness. And then it leaves me with 3.
Oh yeah, but I mean, look at the lineup. What would a 4 have done for you? So well, it wasn't even that bad.
Yeah. Now I got a debate between a kick and a yoga teleport.
Kick a port.
I prefer to kick the starboard. I'll take the
Ah,
kick.
Calzek with the Prime helmet. Thank you. 1 year. Woo!
Those port
Oh.
cards.
Welcome,
Yeah,
welcome.
they didn't like what happened there. Let's see. I'm done, by the way.
Okay.
All right. I've got 4.
4 and 1.
That's the magical number these days.
It's the magical number that is still not all that helpful.
Yep. So I'm gonna get another kick.
Womp womp. But you know what magical number I have? 5.
Ooh.
Man,
So I'm sorry, but that gill is 3 power, and I can use
I
power
mean,
because these are expensive.
I understand. That's why I did it. Ooh, hot-blooded sumo. I keep forgetting to draw my 5.
and that's very good in particular decks and not good in others.
Yeah. I'm going to play my Yoga Teleport. I can look at the bottom card of my deck. How do I look at the bottom card of my deck?
That's a good question. Well, I guess you
Oh.
could just flip
You
the
just
deck
yeah,
over.
just flip your whole deck over.
But it shows... I suppose that's true. And then I can either put it on top of my deck or I can discard it. Yeah, but then how do I, like, do
you won't
that
be able to
quickly?
do that without. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll find a better way to do that. Okay, Yoga Teleport, and then
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there is a command to draw from bottom. I just wouldn't know what it is.
yeah, I'll find that. I'll figure that out in a minute. And then I have 4. We draw or. I mean, even without the other thing, Hot-Blooded Sumo is again just a better kick.
Yeah, because potential upside.
Yeah. Well, then that's my turn.
Okay. Well, my turn is gonna have the sauce because I have 7.
Oh,
And it's the Shingu.
Nice.
Oh, so
Well,
you got decisions to make then.
Well, the Shippo is just put a card from my discard bottom of my deck. My discard is empty, so that's
Correct.
nothing. It's just 7 power.
But you have 7. So
Yeah.
you can do
See?
the Tandon Engine, you can do M. Bison, or you could go to USA. Now, for those who haven't played, going for a location does not guarantee you the location. What you'll have to do is you will flip one of these character cards face up and deal with the badness. You'll notice, like, on his card, it's like, put a hero in your discard pile or in play under your superhero. You know, mine is put a non-ultra card from your superhero in the lineup. So you'd suffer whatever that effect is. And then if you still have enough power to buy the location, then you can buy the location.
Now, both of these cards are quite good. M. Bison is thematic. I think...
I mean, honestly, not only is M. Bison thematic, it's a +3 power, and it lets you call your deck. Like,
Just shift your
oh,
mouse
sorry.
just a little bit.
Also,
your mouse is so big.
Also, when you hover over a card, you can press and hold Alt, and it will zoom the card in so you can see it real good.
Okay, that's fair. So M. Bison is thematic, and it's an attack, which is both nice because it's an attack, and I know Scott wants attack, so taking away an attack from him would be nice. But then again, Tandon Engine, early game isn't that good, but late game could be absolutely devastating.
Yeah.
So, but M. Bison also allows me to not only like fix my deck, but put my crap in other people's deck.
Yeah. And the nice thing about that ability is that even if they can block it, you still get to call your deck.
So I think just for the thematic reason, I'm gonna take the Bison. I think Tandon Engine is technically slightly better, but come on, I'm Bison.
I think the Tandon Engine can be strong, but I think M. Bison is just one of the strongest cards in the deck. Oh, hey, it's Dudley.
All right. Well, first and foremost, Red Cyclone. I had thought I was gonna have a choice between putting M. Bison and Tandon Engine into my under my hero, because surely no one was gonna have 7 this early.
It turns out all of my sauce came at once.
Yeah, this Tandem Engine, that's going under my hero.
Oh,
Yeah.
The other thing, by the
it's
way.
so good, particularly late. So putting under your hero is actually good for several
Yeah.
reasons because you don't really
Yeah.
need it now.
yeah.
But
Anything
later.
under your hero, by the way, you can also buy during this phase, and only you can buy it. So the nice thing about putting things under your hero is that it's like
Yeah.
it's protected for later.
All right, and then I have 2 punches. It was otherwise a very crappy hand, of course.
Well, there's
But
stuff
that
there
is
for
Yeah.
two.
4,
4 is good.
and Shinku Hadouken is actually quite good. So
Yeah, it's not quite a defense, but it does something.
yeah, I like it. I'll take it. I'm here for it. All right, all done.
Boop. Roz.
That is neat.
That is a neat card.
Every
Here's the
rose
thing.
has its thorns.
I have 8,
Oh,
and
Joe-
also
Joe's
I
got
can
8 and
attack somebody with Gil.
yeah.
Scott, you're the one who seems to be doing a lot of attacks. Why don't you take a weakness onto your deck?
You say that I'm the one who hasn't even gained a single attack card yet.
You will.
At this rate, I'm not so sure.
I mean, the thing is, I have 8. There are a lot of good options for me at this point. Because I see 2 hero cards right there, Rose and Dudley. I could also just go for USA, which with Cammy in play, I could immediately play.
You can also get your superpower. Don't
And I
forget
can also get my
that.
superpower. You can get my superpower and Rose.
Yep. So you have a variety of good options.
Yeah, I mean, Rose will be really good to get my superpower. Not to mention it's another hero for my deck. At the same time, USA is a lot of victory points and something I can put immediately into play, so it's not even to bog down my deck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But there's a big risk of I have 8. If I get something that puts one of my 2 power cards, if it exiles any of my 2 power cards, or my
that would be tragic.
That would be
it
tragic.
would be very tragic.
I mean, if you just wanted to stack heroes, just getting Dudley and Rose for 7 is also not a terrible option.
And I mean, because I've already got Ken, it does make sense.
And you
And
have
yeah,
both Cammy, and if you do that, you'd have both Cammy and Rose, which both would trigger with Dudley.
True, and they both trigger. Ken, which I'm gonna use them in my deck prep pretty soon. So you know what? I'm just gonna do that.
Okay. So Dudley and Rose.
And then
Yep.
I will. Whee.
And that's gonna be my turn.
Oh, to Dash Straight.
Oh. Barog.
It's Bob
Why do I have the feeling neither of those cards are going to be there in a minute?
Well, I have a very boring 5. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are so many yoga teleports.
That's not the most boring 5. I looked over and I was expecting to see 5 punches. That's the most boring 5. You threw a kick in there. There's some variety.
And I mean, I picked up the 100 hand slap guy, the E Honda card earlier, which wants me to draw cards, and Dash Straight is a defense on top of it. So I mean, the Dash Straight is just. It feels bad. I keep picking up Balrog cards, but
A tiny edge.
it's because it's good.
Thank you for the 7 butts.
Tiny with the 7.
So now it's my turn.
Yes, your turn.
Very boring 4. The most boring 4, some would say. And I do think this Hugo is probably where my life is going to be at.
Yes, Bun. The way this works is however much power you have from your hand. So he has, 4 punches in his hand. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 power. And that's what you have to buy the cards, and the costs are in the bottom right. So he bought Hugo, which is 3. So he technically had 1 power left over, but there's nothing that costs 1. So
Scott,
that's all.
you're welcome. I did that just for you.
100 hand slap.
Aw, man.
Ooh.
Hell, Oh, interesting. So you could just
yeah.
huck the weakness entirely, or you can put it back on top, or draw it just to get rid of it.
Will he be unrelento-less?
No, that was terrible. You should feel bad about it.
I do feel bad about that.
Nope, but it's
I think
the power that you gain from your cards is your buying power.
I will leave this on top of my deck, and I will draw the kick.
Okay.
And then I will play my other cards, which amounts to a total of 6 power, which makes that Galactic Tornado really tempting.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Also, your superpower is always
or my
6.
Ultra.
Yeah, your Ultra.
But there's also Relento, and he's in the middle, and people keep stealing all the attacks. And this card is actually really good.
They call him Nandor the Rolento
Yeah,
because he would not relent.
It is another +3 power villain, so.
Exactly.
Or, alternatively, you can buy Balrog's gloves and both Yoga teleports.
Oh, I considered it. Don't you think I didn't?
Also, you
just
can get your
saying.
superpower. Just saying.
Yeah.
That is true.
He has made his decision.
Getting Relento.
That
Okay.
is perfectly valid.
Oh, it's another rose. Ooh.
Every rose has its
I
thorn.
was gonna say right in time for Joe.
Yeah, remember what you were saying about the most boring turn? Feast your eyes!
Yeah.
The
That's
boring
the most
five.
boring 5. There it is.
But to be fair, that is
I could rose and kick.
I was like,
Yeah.
that is a deck full of 2s. So
Oh yeah, I could do that
do
instead.
whatever you want.
well, no, it wouldn't have to be kicks for it to be a deck full of toes.
No, 2s, Lee. 2s.
Oh,
I'm
well,
thinking
kicks also are 2 power, so that makes sense.
That's true.
Look, it worked on multiple levels.
the rose definitely. Do I want to take the kick or do I want to take? Yoga teleport's not that great, and honestly, neither is Battle stuff. You know, I'm just gonna take the sheer power.
Sure.
The sheer power.
Pow.
The power.
Oh, okay.
Unlimited power.
Unlimited power. Okay, so we're gonna do some things here. I punched Lee with the first attack, so then we're going to.
I suspect another attack in somebody's future.
We're gonna Balrog's gloves into Balrog's face.
Oh, that's that.
And then we're gonna gill into Ken's face. So that's a.
Who would guess in a group containing M. Bison and Balrog, the most violent person here is DJ.
Yeah, like, he knows he's got to be aggressive. And then do you have a defense there, Joe?
I have no defenses,
Then
so what's my bad thing?
Just weakness on top of your deck.
Oh, fine.
Honestly, it's not that bad in the grand scheme of things, but it's +3 power as well. So 3, 4.
It slows you down.
5.
It essentially is just like you're drawing one less card next turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good, but I like the ones that go in the discard pile. You got to deal with it later. And then I got 5. Which I want more.
You can get a 2 and a 3. You can get a couple of
I
2s.
think I'm going to get a couple of 2s because I definitely want the Balrog's gloves because I want equipment. And then I'm going to grab a Cammy because it's just a better kick.
Ken and Chun-Li kick.
Okay. And then that's my turn.
And Chun-Li kick is all about having lots of superpowers.
Yes, +1 power for each superpower you play or have played. It's
I got
very
5.
Yeah,
Just
the
kick,
Chun-Li
kick,
power
kick.
there is one of the few free cost cards that is not directly better than a kick, because if you don't really have any superpowers, then
Yeah, then it's just a 1 power
Be
because of
worse.
itself. But
You know
all
what
it
the
takes
crazy
is
thing is?
any other one. Oh. What's the crazy thing, Lee?
With my 5 power, I'm considering just passing turn.
Ooh, really?
Why? That seems bad.
because I
If he
don't
doesn't want any of
want
these.
anything here.
I mean, you have to consider also long-term victory points.
Yeah,
You deny
but-
yourself at least one victory point.
yeah,
Okay.
but if he's keeping his deck, svelte.
Yeah.
All right, it's a strategy.
Yeah, I don't hate it. If he's not planning on getting a bunch of superpowers, then yeah, the Chun-Li kick is not that good.
Yeah.
So the yoga teleports are.
So you know what? I passed turn, Scott. Go for it.
All right, I'm gonna play my Dan. And then I'm gonna play my super void turn. That being said, I have picked up a couple superpowers.
And kicks do counter superpowers too.
Kicks are superpowers.
Yeah, it's like I have the 100-hand slap and I have at least 2 kicks. So I am gonna pick that up.
Very nice. And it's one of those things where it's early enough that it's like, hey, yes, kicks are superpowers. And it's early enough that it's like you can lean into it now. Oh,
that is.
It's the card that goes really well with that.
Unfortunately, I have a really sad Thray. I don't like seeing Ken by himself.
Yeah, Ken by himself means it's a +1 power. Womp womp.
I guess I'll just take a kick.
Fair
And pass
enough. Okay. We're gonna yoga teleport. Just
Yoga. How's it going?
this early, I'm just gonna leave it down there.
Silverfish and Cardassian and anybody else whom I may have missed.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You get a galactic that tornado?
Yeah, it's a +3 power. I can't not.
Rolling thunder.
Again. All right, that's the turn. Is it Star Realms with more punching? I'm unfamiliar with Star Realms, but probably.
So my turn is pretty spicy.
Oh, that's a spicy turn. There's a lot of things in that.
My attack. James has been doing a lot of attacking. So I think James will be the recipient of this particular vulnerability.
Hold on.
Okay. Do you have something for it?
I just want to make sure you don't got anything else in there, because yes, I do. I have... yeah, I can discard the dash straight to avoid an attack, and then if I do, I can destroy a weakness in my discard pile, but I don't have any. But it still lets me just avoid the attack.
And then that just means that this gets destroyed instead.
It gets destroyed instead. Yep.
I don't know where to put it.
Down here in the destroyed pile.
Okay. Beautiful. I knew that you had a defense, but I also knew that you'd been the one attacking everybody.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Seemed fair. Also, hi, buddy. So okay, we got 8.
You've got some juicy choices.
I could just buy most of the board by getting Chun-Li, which would then get me Rolling Thunder and the 2 Yoga teleports.
Well, no, because you have to play the strongest woman in the world.
Oh yeah. So never mind. I've lied to you.
Why would you do this to me?
I mean, you can still get 3/5 of the board if you wanted to just buy Ken and the Yogas.
Well, I don't.
I know.
The only thing on the board that interests me is Rolling Thunder.
Really? Even
you could also try going for USA. Same choice I had.
Or you've got your Ultra.
Yeah, your Ultra.
All of these things are true. But that Rolling Thunder is 2 power and a defense, which is great.
Yes.
And the defense it's a really good defense.
It's the one that if you can get Rolling Thunder and your Ultra both in play, it becomes stupid.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to buy that.
That is a respectable choice.
You still got 3 more.
It leaves me with 3 purchasing power. Does the lineup refill at the end or
it refills at the end?
At the end. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to kick and I don't want to Yoga teleport. So
continue to not. Yeah.
I'm gonna continue playing conservatively. That's what they call me, conservatively. They don't call me that. Please don't call me that.
Yeah, please don't. M. Bison playing conservatively.
Oh, get rid of another Dan, because people are mean to me.
To be fair, I attacked everyone once.
You attacked me twice.
Did I take it twice?
That
Oh,
sumo is so hot
He's
blooded.
attacked so many he doesn't even remember anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't even know anymore.
Eh.
A vulnerability and a kick. Well, I think I'm gonna be discarding that vulnerability. I'm sure that's shocking,
What?
but yeah, I'm gonna draw the kick, and then I'll play these, and that's a total of 6. 6 is decidedly not 7.
But 6
As it
is still
turns out.
significant for purchasing.
But
I will say, I do
I
love
think-
that Shinku Hadoken. It's not a defense, but it's just like, you're getting a bad thing too.
yeah, that's why this was the one round where I was like, if someone wants to hit me again under the circumstances, I'm actually kind of okay with it. And I've been a punching bag so far, so no takers. Now that I actually have something I can do to hit him back, okay.
Nope.
Look,
But,
I hit you
I'll take my
once.
ultra.
Yeah, ultra good. Ultra
Ultra's
C.
good. Yeah, there you go. Balrog's
Yeah.
the first one with his ultra.
And now it's my turn.
Balrog.
It's time to get rid of the Stinky Dan.
Hey, hey,
Stinky
hey.
Dan.
I thought it was Steely Dan.
Yeah.
Stinky, smelly, ugly,
got 4.
stupid, dumb Dan.
It's
Man,
It's tempting to take the hot-blooded sumo,
you
but
think
you
that
know,
about Dan when I beat your ass with him? It must feel real bad.
I'm gonna take a second Ken.
Okay. I can dig it.
Keep things spicy. And that's my turn.
Boop.
Okay.
Another doodly.
Nice. Because I used my dash straight, my hot-blooded sumo is only 2 power.
So that
So
gives you
that's-
5.
That gives me 5.
Oh, that's enough for the doodly.
That is enough for the doodly.
Well, you can buy a hot-blooded sumo and a yoga.
No, I think I'll. May put a cost 3 or less from your discard pile into your hand. Yeah, sure. I'll doodly.
Oh, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom,
Sonic
Sonic Boom. Whew, that is a good card.
Yeah, Sonic Boom is pretty good
All right.
because it's either
So-
it's either a kick or lets you get card destruction.
All right. It's my turn.
Yes.
Okay. Hugo, James, you cannot defend this turn,
How dare!
and then I'll just play no attacks.
Oh, okay.
Nailed it.
So I have 6 power.
Not bad.
And as much as that Sonic Boom is good, I feel like that's too inefficient of my energy, and I still have my Ultra that I'd really like to get. So I think I'm just gonna get my Ultra in the game.
That's fair.
Call it a day. How's it going, King Dahlia?
Basically, once someone gets their ultra, it's like, okay, time to get it.
Yep.
Also, I
Alright.
just noticed the the walls of this arena.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
All comics.
all the Blackest Night comics. Some of
Alright.
them are pretty cool
Start with
looking.
the
Some
red
of them are
Cyclone.
questionable.
I will use it to put the Sonic
But I
Boom
mean, it's
under
Blackest
my
Night.
arrow.
Blackest Night is a.
I'm gonna immediately replace it. Hey, it's a God's iPad. That's actually pretty good.
Hey, that's
Hey,
pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I have a Relento.
But what about his baton?
Yeah,
We haven't drawn it
Lee.
yet.
Lee, you must put a location under your control into your discard pile.
Okay.
Unless you defend against it.
You know what? I don't have a defend right now,
Sucker.
so I say.
So he says.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. So
Okay.
tempting.
So that's
Yeah.
a Chun-Li. That's a location. That's
I'm
several other
I'm
things.
leaning toward the Chun-Li.
I mean, especially
I
since
feel
you
like that
already
would
got
be-
the Chun-Li kick cards. That
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say it
superpowers.
seems like you're leaning superpowers.
Yeah.
He's like, since nobody's letting me have attacks.
Yeah, I'm just pivoting from normal Balrog things because I'm not allowed to Balrog.
Can we talk about the
Good.
Balrog that is focusing almost exclusively on kicks?
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know, that's fine, because Balrog sucks.
How?
Oh, hey,
Dare.
it's
Yeah, that's a thing that you want more of.
It's another one of those.
All right. Well, here's the thing. I was gonna do that because I have 7 now.
How's it going, Alira?
Also, yeah, hello, Alira. And yes, as a, the Sonic the Hedgehog soundtracks have always been bangers, even if the
7,
games
you've
have been
got
less.
USA, you've got your
I-
Ultra.
I mean, I could go USA with Kimmy again, or I could get my Ultra, which costs me 1 less. But there's nothing here for. Well, I mean, I could do that and get a Yoga Teleport, I guess.
That's true.
And you know what? With everyone getting their superpower, that's not a bad idea.
It's
And everyone's just like, look, we need to get ultras. Go.
Yoga Teleport's not the best card, but it is a victory point. I can always remove it later.
All done.
Yep, all done.
okay.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
boy.
Urian, which
Hey!
is pretty good.
It's pretty good. I honestly don't know who's doing the best. I think we're all doing pretty okay. Scott's got a couple of the really expensive, but so is Lee. And Scott feels like he's been punched a couple extra times. So I'll Balrog's glove against Lee here.
I only got one thing.
I know, but... So that's just a weakness on top of your deck if you don't defend it.
I actually don't have a defend. I was bluffing earlier.
Okay. And then I will dash straight, which lets me draw a card. Which Hot-Blooded Sumo gets up to 4 power. And I've got 2 punches, and I think that I can do... So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8...
So you can do locations. You can do multiple card things.
what
Eventually,
so-
someone's gonna cave and get a
Okay,
location.
so, no,
one
so
day.
here's what I'm going to do, though. Ready? So I've got 8 here, and I still have 1 card in hand. I'm going to buy the Sagat's Eye Patch, because that goes right in the discard pile, dropping me to 5. Then I'm going to play Dudley, bringing me back up to 6, and I can put a card with cost 3 or less from my discard pile into my hand to play the Sagat's Eye Patch, bring me back up to 7, and I can destroy a card and have its effects remain and start getting rid of these dang punches. And I've got 7. I'm going to get my Ultra, because everybody else has one. I might as well.
That was a pretty good turn.
All right then.
All of the Ultras are had.
Oh, there's Sakura.
Sakura's a good one.
I got the most boring 4 punches ever, but I'm gonna take that Urian.
Yeah, I wanted the Urian, but I'm like, I can't not take my Ultra if everybody else has it.
Jury.
Oh, Jury's also fun.
Just
Also
in time for you.
Yeah, it's like dirt cheap attack card.
Well, I'm gonna start with strongest woman in the world.
Well, it lets you
So
get.
I get.
Oh, that lets you get her
that.
kick.
Yeah, using strongest woman in the world to get the Chun-Li kick is thematic and awesome.
The Chun-Li kick, because who's pronouncing?
Yeah, no one can pronounce that. It's literally unpronounceable. But she doesn't give me any actual power, so I just have 5. And those superpowers don't immediately get replaced, so
It's technically pronounceable, Bun, but I mean, just like look at that.
I'm debating between. I mean, Jury's a 2 cost.
Yeah. Oh no, thanks. Hyakuretsu. Nope. Hyakuretsu Kyaku. Best I got.
Yakuretsu Sukuyaku.
It's rough.
I kind of want the Sakura.
I mean,
because having defenses is nice.
yeah.
Especially when everyone's got their ultras now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I mean, you've got what 5 power there, right?
Yeah.
So you could Sakura and
So I
Jury.
could do that and Jury.
Since you wanted
There's a small part of me that doesn't want Jury though, just because like now I'm doing the superpower thing.
That's true. That's true.
But I
mean,
do think that is.
It's like you could technically just keep Dudley's card for strictly defense and not have to worry about.
Well, I'm gonna do that.
All right, let's.
And now
And then
we're.
you can.
If you hit refill, does that just automatically?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, it's
and
the Agents
now
of Shadowloo.
Balrog shows up. Oh yeah.
The Age of Shadow that has begun.
Agents of Shadowloo is honestly on its own a bad card.
Yeah,
But
it's awful.
If
You, have
you can
multiples.
get multiple, it is worth a lot end game and can be worth a lot of power because they amplify each other.
But you not only do you need to have many of them, but you also need to have a small enough deck where you're likely to draw them together.
Yeah.
So it's rough.
Hey, James.
Hi.
Put a weakness on top of your deck.
Put a weakness on top of my deck.
Unless you can defend.
James is like, "How dare? Why would you ever do something?"
No, I
like
know,
that?"
right? I can't defend, but I will reveal the Galactic Tornado, so you gain a weakness in your discard pile.
Even when he can't defend, he's still just a menace.
Yep.
It's a Galactic Tornado. What's so wrong about it?
I have 7 and no other really exciting things going on. I could
There's
go
a lot of
USA,
heroes
but
in the lineup.
There
there are a lot
Yeah.
of heroes.
Yeah, I was gonna say 7. You can buy 2
Mystic
heroes.
Yogi
And Mystic Yogi is one of
Top-Loaded
those.
Sumo.
Mystic Yogi is one of those cards where it's just like big
And
money,
if
no
you-
whammies.
And those cards right next to each other. I mean, if you can Mystic Yogi into a hot-blooded sumo,
Yeah.
that is OPAF.
Yeah, you know what?
It's
I'm not
like-
mad about it.
Draw a card and play it twice if it's. Huh.
Oh, wow. That's
That's a thing.
Mhm.
Oh, double Shadowloo.
Double Shadowloo. All right, so
There
we're
is.
gonna. Joe, we're gonna Balrog's Glove.
Oh, you're coming after me?
Uh-huh.
You're approaching me even though you should be running from me?
You just try to attack me. I
there.
gotta attack you back.
Counterattack!
Counterattack.
Yeah.
Dang.
If you do
What?
draw a card and counterattack, okay? Well, I'll reveal the Galactic Tornado, so you also gain a weakness.
Really?
Let's
mean-
see.
But I do have to suffer the
Uh,
effects there, which is
Just put a non-starter card in your discard pile or in play with an odd cost under your superhero.
non-starter in my discard or in play with an odd cost. Well,
I'll take my damn weakness.
that would be one of these then, because I don't have an odd cost in here. That is either Dudley or the Sagat's Eye Patch. Ooh.
Which means that you gotta buy it again.
That's fine. I'll put the Sagat's Eye Patch under there for now. Okay, and then that shuffled back in. So then we're gonna Gill as well, Joe.
Gil, let me see. I don't think I have defense for this time.
Okay, so that's just another weakness on top of the deck.
Will you stop it?
Did you remember to draw a card, Joe?
Yeah, I
After you
did.
shuffled in? Okay. So I was gonna say, there's always the chance that you can get the ultra counterattack twice in a row. I've done it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
yeah, and I've been sad about it.
Yoga Teleport, discard that vulnerability. And then all the things, and that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Twisty, thank you for that 20 months.
And again, there's a lot that I could do for 9, but I could just buy 2 Agents of Shadowloo for 8.
It begins.
It begins.
Oh,
Who needs locations when I can get 2 Agents of Shadowloo at the same time? How often does that happen?
Flying Barcelona is good if you're doing very villainy deck.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That does fit my deck really well because I am
yeah.
villains and superpowers.
Yeah, and the nice thing about the Flying Barcelona is even if you don't do it, it's just a kick. Like,
Bunny, we explained how to win earlier.
how do you
Once
win?
all of the locations are gone or this draw deck is gone, then the game ends and then we tally up the points on our cards to see who wins.
yeah, bottom left corner has the victory points per card. Your starter deck also all has 0. Weaknesses are -1. Everything else has a value. Generally speaking, the more expensive cards have more value. The location cards are worth big points, which is you want to go for those.
Hey, James.
Hi.
And Bison.
And Bison.
Let's
Damn.
see. Let me...
I'm not blocking that one this time.
Okay. Well, this vulnerability from my discard is just
Gotta
gonna
go into
go...
mine.
boop.
I have a bad feeling that about this round.
And then also Psycho Crusher.
Oh no!
Which is a non-starter card type. Each foe reveals his hand and discards all cards of the chosen type.
So what type are you choosing?
That's really rude.
So just for the record, the types are hero, villain, superpower, equipment,
weakness, and location.
Okay.
I suggest you choose weakness.
Oh, I was gonna say you should choose location.
I know Joe has got the hero population. Scott's got the superpower population. James is a little bit more of a mixed bag, but I know he's probably more villain than anything else. So unfortunately, there's not one thing that I'm like, I'm gonna do that to get multiple people. I think the safest thing is superpower, because I think everyone has got at least some degree of superpower.
So superpower?
I will choose superpower.
Okay, it is reveal hand regardless, and it does make me discard a kick.
Okay, so we got a kick. Oh, we got Chun-Li and a kick.
So this is why I hate this game.
Ooh, big money. That's why I chose superpower, baby.
But that's fine. That just means that this next round is just going to be bip, 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 because...
And then, yeah, so I have a total of 9 power.
Whew. USA, USA.
I'm almost thinking of just taking a Flying Barcelona and a Balrog.
I mean, that works too. You don't want Fei Long?
No.
Okay.
I feel like I have a lot of odd stuff.
That's fair.
I'm a very
the hand,
odd
the hand
fellow.
that you just played was split down the middle, so...
Yeah. But
Hey,
I think I'll just grab these two.
Coffee now, and the serpent, and the hoverfish, and the twisty. Also, yeah, 20 months. Good lord.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another Agents of Shadowloo.
Oh, it's an Agents of Shadowloo on a
Just
turn
a
where
bomb.
everybody's got low money. That's unfortunate.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa. What just happened?
Oh, I think I hit the wrong button, so I went to draw, and then it gave it to everybody.
Yeah, these are supposed to be...
I'm sorry. I will have to
What?
regather these and shuffle. Yes, just put them all out here. I gotta redo everything.
Those are yours.
These two are yours.
I didn't know you could do that. Oh, you love deck builder games. Well, welcome, Zeldamari. We do as well.
Yep, I like good deck builder games. We're not playing one of those.
Yes, we are.
I like this one because it's got a ton of player interaction, which is something that a lot of deck builders don't have.
Okay, so never
I can
click
understand it
deal.
being annoying.
Click draw.
Oh, yeah, deal sends the cards to other people.
Yeah, I messed up. Could you tell?
It's okay.
Alright, well, did I just totally get some revenge with my attack card that nobody cares about?
I mean, one of these days someone's gonna start going for locations. And Scott's got 4.
I have 4, it's so much.
I mean, to be fair, there's actually multiple good options for 4 in here still.
Well, maybe from your perspective.
I mean, Mystic Yogi is 4, and I think it's fun.
That is actually pretty good. I part of me wants to take Agents of Shadowloo just to get it off the lineup.
But you also don't think you
alternatively,
care.
at this point, I'm actually thinking I'd just buy this Sonic Boom.
Oh yeah, get the Sonic Boom back.
Sonic Boom.
Yeah,
Sonic
start
Boom.
Well,
working
not
on destroy.
back. I never.
Oh, that's true.
Never had it, but.
Okay.
And then that's my turn.
And then Joe.
I have 3. I'm getting another Cammy.
Fair enough. Boop. Hey, it's a Sonic
Another
Boom.
Sonic Boom.
I have a weakness that I can get rid of. And then I also have 3. Wish I had
Aha,
4.
he can't buy the agents.
Wish I had 4. But for 3, I will get a Sonic. Ooh, wait a minute.
Sonic Boom. Wait a minute.
No, I'll buy back the eye patch actually.
Zelda Mori, longtime YouTube watcher, on not so frequent Twitch watcher. Well, I'm glad you were able to make it.
Oops. And that's my turn.
So what did you end up doing instead of getting the Sonic Boom?
I got my the Sagat's eye patch that I had to break earlier.
Gotcha.
It does similar thing, but it's helps my superpower. So
It's useful.
Okay, so let me see here. I am going to play you first. I put a card from my discard pile at the bottom of my deck. So I am going to grab.
that's a fun one for one of those times.
Probably my
where it's
Ultra.
just like I can buy a card and then put it under my
Right.
deck.
He's putting his Ultra into his next hand.
So everybody keep that in mind.
I wish there was anything I could actively do about it.
And then
you're gonna shuffle
More
your
power.
deck next turn, so just draw correctly.
That's not how cards work.
Sure it is.
So I have 7 power. I can go for the location. I can go for agents just to keep it out of James's grubby paws. The problem with that is that
Then it plugs up your deck with junk.
I was
you
gonna
don't
say I don't want it. I just don't want you to have it.
Well, then make it be someone else's problem. There's 2 other players going before you, and who knows? I might have drawn a terrible hand and can't do anything, or I'll get beat the hell out. And
I can hear the social engineering of just look, everyone's gonna pass it because no one wants it. Then I'll just buy it. It's gonna be great.
I mean, it's the hope. I mean, I can't argue that that's the hope, but I'm just saying, from your perspective, you have the most options because you can say it's not my problem.
Look, someone's got to be the one to do the first location. So I'm gonna do the first
you're gonna
location.
Do it? Oh man!
Let's see what happens. All right. Are we ready to see what I have to deal with?
USA.
Zangief.
Put 4 starter or weakness cards from your discard pile or in play on top of your deck. Do you have 4 starters in your discard pile?
I think I do. I do.
Oh, good.
That was lucky for you, because if you didn't, those punches were going bye-bye.
You heard a can being opened. Yay, it's Mount Baja Blast.
Okay.
Oh, I want some Baja Blast.
I know, right?
Let's put those together. And you said top of the deck?
They go on top of your deck. Yep.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
technically speaking, it's from discard pile or in play. And you had what? How much power did you have? 8? No, you have exactly 7. So
yeah, I had exactly 7.
So you do need
that's
to do
why.
it that way. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I had to do it that way.
That means he's not going to draw his Ultra next turn, because he's going to draw a bunch
that's
of starter
true.
cards.
Yeah.
We have
Oh,
another
everyone
turn
get
to
him.
draw
That
properly.
bought us
know.
a turn, and then he gets USA.
Yeah.
And that goes in the discard
It
first.
does go in the discard first. But Lee is officially...
Look, someone had to be the first.
Yeah.
All right, and you were having this debate about the Agents of Shadowloo, and I'm sitting here like, I got the Red Cyclone. That's not staying there. One
you-
way
you-
or another.
Oh,
You know what? That's fair.
I'm the hero we all needed.
you know, that's
perfectly
fair.
okay having that sit into oblivion.
Oh,
That's a Hadouken.
that is a Hadouken. And
You
you're
know how
already
much power
going
I have?
superpowers.
Not enough.
Oh, you have 5.
I have 5.
Bum, bum,
That's
bum,
so sad.
Yeah. Even if you're not going superpowers, Hadouken is just solid.
I mean, it's a single card with 4 power. Like, it in and of itself could buy, like, half of the lineup on this board.
I guess I'm just debating if I want to get another Sonic Boom, or if I want to get a Mystic Yogi, or a Saddam.
Cool crush man's skull between
Saddam
sides
is
like
actually
sparrow's
pretty
egg.
good.
Skink, stinks, and stonks. Yeah.
That sounds like something a bad guy would say, but I'm told that he's not a bad guy.
No, he may be bad guy, but he is not bad guy.
Just gonna get another Sonic Boom, honestly.
Sonic boom, Sonic boom, Sonic boom. We're gonna continue to make that joke forever. Boop. It's a Sakura.
Oh, good. I was a little upset because Scott took the side bum. I'm like, that's what I was going to take. But first, I forget where Stinky Ken.
Stinky Ken.
No, not Stinky Ken. Stinky Dan.
Dan.
Sorry.
Ken,
I know
Dan,
my character.
Ken, Dan. What's the difference?
I mean, a lot. One is respectable.
What
One is not.
what happened? Dan is what happens when you put Ryu and Ken's geese in the wash at the same time.
But I'm getting a Sakura because I
Yeah.
need defenses for the love of.
Yeah.
You know, James, I never thought about it that way, but I like.
All right.
You just
Go
put
ahead.
Ken and Ryu's geese in the wash at the same time, and it comes out with one red, one pink. I have exactly 4 powers, so I'm sad that the Agents of Shadowloo didn't make it back around, but I understand.
James, you knew I couldn't.
Absolutely knew that was going to happen. I'm taking the Mystic Yogi, though. I'm not mad about it. That is the absolute correct choice.
And that's one of the things I love about Red Cyclone is you could just be like, I don't want that card, but I do want to deny it.
Correct. Because now that it's under there, there's nothing anyone else can do.
Scott, you cannot defend.
Okay.
And then there's
No
my 4
attack.
punches.
Just because the way you said that.
You knew I had 4 punches in my hand.
That's true.
also
We did
true.
know that. Yeah.
Oh God!
Hold on,
He
hold on, hold
was gonna draw. He was gonna draw Hugo with his Ultra.
Oh, that would have been so
Yeah, that would have been
bad.
nasty.
I mean, to be fair, that's still a 6-power hand. That's not bad.
I could get the Hadoken.
Yeah, oh, you could.
Or
Or you could get the Go Hadoken.
which is worse. Well, it's not worse.
It's
different,
totally
but,
different. It's no power, but it's card destruction and then draw a card.
I can buy another Hugo and just be like, look.
Also, for no
That's true.
particular reason, I'm really glad that your counterattack doesn't affect me right now.
It doesn't affect you.
Because I'm gonna get counterattacked.
It depends on the order that you play cards, Scott. So as long as you attack him before you have heroes in your play.
Yeah. I think the
He
Hadouken's
got
just
the
too
Hadouken.
good.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's so good. Oh, I'm
Lento's
scared.
Baton.
Oh, there it is.
Alright. So now Lee draws his cards, and I know he has his Ultra.
Yeah, so he's got a very...
So I'm gonna go ahead and just play this first.
Okay.
While I know I will suffer no ill effects from it.
I will play the dash straight defense
Of course you will.
to avoid the attack,
so-
and
What is the bad things from it?
It's each foe gains a weakness for each attack you have played this turn, including this one, which is just one.
it's just the one.
So I could theoretically just hold on to my Psycho Crusher if I don't deem that that's
Necessary. That's
Bad.
true. It's just one weakness in the discard pile. So that's up to you. Bison with a Hadoken? Yeah. Well, that's terrifying, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm comfortable just taking the weakness.
You know, I'm gonna do the same.
And then
I decided the dash straight was more important.
100 hand slap. I know what one of the cards on top is.
Actually, I should have not done the dash straight because it was just one weakness, because that meant that I could then defend a second one
I will.
and destroy that weakness.
Well, that would be 2.
I appreciate it, Zalamari.
Aw, yeah, welcome. Thank you, thank you.
I think it does. So yeah, I'm just gonna discard the punch and draw the weakness and
So
then
you
play
can get
the
rid of
weakness.
Sure, sure.
Just get rid of it immediately. And then I'll play these. So I have a total of 5 power.
Okay.
And that will allow me to buy the Go Hadoken.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Godoken.
Oh, Tiger Shot.
Tiger knee.
All right, my turn. Playing the solo Ken again, but this time I follow up with Shoryuken.
Ah, jeez.
So everyone has to discard 2 cards unless they can defend.
Bunny, you've asked me a question and hoped that I can answer, but unfortunately, currently, I cannot.
I can't defend, but I did draw into the Galactic Tornado, so you get a weakness as well.
Of course you did.
But then
So
I
you
will
discard
I
2.
will discard 2. I'll discard a Yoga Teleport and a Basic Punch.
Now I do have 6. I'm just gonna go ahead and take that Fei Long.
Lee, did you defend or did you discard 2?
I was looking at chat. I didn't realize that there was another attack happening.
It's okay. Yeah, he's super attacked, so it's either defend or discard 2 cards.
Any 2?
Any 2.
Hold on, let me math here real quick. You know what? Discarding 2 is fine.
One day, Lee, you and I will get good at like making plans and schedules and stuff. Today is not that day. Tomorrow doesn't look like it's that either.
You want to know my secret with plans for ATO? I never know what I'm going to do for ATO until the day of, unless it's a continuation of a previous run.
That's fair.
All right, and that's my
Sometimes
turn.
I know what he's going to do before he does it because I have a suggestion and I know he doesn't have any better ideas.
That's my secret. I never have any better ideas.
I know that I can't punch Lee. And Joe has the least likely chance to have drawn his superpower, so I'll Balrog's Glove Joe.
Why?
Well, again, I know that Lee has a very violent defense in his hand, and there's a decent chance that Scott's got his.
I've been holding on to this for a while. Everyone has been attacking, and I've been holding the line.
And then Dudley Galactic Tornado. I'm going to.
My deck just has so many goddamn weaknesses now.
I think we're just going to use the Dudley to get a punch out of here, and then that just seems sad. That's not what I thought. No, why would I do that? I'll do Cammy.
I feel like Dudley would find it the highest indignity to be using Balrog's gloves.
Yeah, well. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hong Kong is too expansive.
Yeah, there's a couple of 6s, but there's no actual 7-cost cards anymore because the location went up to 8.
I would love to have had that one more for the Psycho Crusher, but ain't happening. But 7. Oh, there's so many good options in the lineup right now. Saddam is nice because it gets me more equipment, which is what DJ wants for his attack. Tiger Shot is power and destruction. Rolento's Baton is potentially huge victory points, plus it's an equipment, plus it doesn't take up space in your deck. I think I'm gonna do the Relento's Baton.
Fair enough. Oh, and then got replaced by Rolento himself.
I took his baton and he was just like, hey!
Come back here with that.
And that's my turn.
Okay, my turn. I guess you guys knew the Psycho Punisher was coming.
Yeah.
Psycho Punisher was coming. What?
Look, I said words.
So
I'm bad at them.
what are you? What type of card are you choosing?
I gotta say,
The Psycho
my,
Crusher is a fun card, but you still have to pick.
I do have to pick. Superpower did work really well for me last time.
It's true,
because
it
it's the most vanilla of the typings. Like everyone's got a little bit.
Yeah. Psycho
So,
Crusher, make everyone get rid of their kicks.
Unless you want to go
See?
starter, that's even more vanilla.
He can't
I think
say
it says
starter.
non-starter.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
he,
it does say very specifically non-starter.
he could be generous and say weakness.
Yeah, just be like, everybody get... No.
Although there's a level of, if you know someone has a handful of weaknesses, you can be like, everybody discard your weaknesses, so you're not playing them.
That would be rude.
That would be super rude.
I will pick superpowers. I think that's the safest play.
Okay, I will.
Eat my boring, bland hand.
I also have no superpowers. No
right.
superpowers.
I had
oh,
this.
Scott had
and
one,
it-
but it's with no more in hand. It wasn't really all that exciting. Anyway.
Well, originally I had a Yoga Teleport in this hand, and then
Yeah,
I was like,
that
oh,
would've been good.
discard 2 cards, and now I have to discard that too.
Okay.
So
Well,
all things considered, that Psycho Crusher could have been
Yeah.
worse.
it could have been. But now I have 6, and that Tiger Shot is just real good. So I'm gonna take it.
Right?
It's like it hits something, and you get to see everyone's hand. So like,
Yeah.
they may reveal everyone's hand. So now everybody knows what everybody's got.
Uh,
Oh, sniff whiffers.
just not gonna. Jury. Lee, you just played your Ultra, and you've been a jerk. Do you have a defense? If not, discard a card.
Okay.
And discard your location.
Okay, bye.
Scott's like, no, I'm not even playing that as an attack. I'm just
No, I'm not. I just
because there are people that have
Like,
defense
Rolento's-
cards.
yeah, Rolento's actively bad for me because his attack does nothing currently, and then if someone has a counter attack, I'm just sad about it. And I'll play it on James, and he'll be like, "Oh, okay, put a weakness on top of your
Yeah.
attack."
To be fair, Rolento will get better later. Now that people
I
are
know,
starting
I
to go for
know.
locations.
That being said, I do have 5 with these 2 cards, so I will use that 5 to buy another Rolento. Because that is a 3 power card.
Rolento is bad for me. Bye, Rolento.
It's
Oh,
look,
jeez.
it is bad for me, but I'll take what I can get.
Do I just get a Hugo?
You can get 2 Hugos.
It's...
Two.
You can get
no,
2
can't.
go.
Well, no, he can't.
Hugo.
Yeah, I have 3 power
That's
because
that is a
garbage hand, yeah.
yeah.
So, I mean, Hugo's just better than a kick.
Okay. Oh, it's another eye pinch. Since Lee didn't defend, we're gonna kill.
Okay.
Just a weakness on top of the deck.
Okay.
It was just the safe option. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because I have no card draw. 7
no,
again
only
with the
7.
7. Only 7. I want the 8. I want to take the Psycho Crusher.
Look at this one. I'm lucky to scrape together 5 or 6.
You're gonna have up to 5 or 6.
I'm not this turn.
I'm
I'm
not
not even
this.
gonna have that much.
I'm not this turn either.
I'm tempted to take the Saddam, but I think I've still got enough in here that I want the eye patch, and I'll take the Hugo to go with it because why not?
Enough to buy multiple cards? What's that?
I know, right? I had 7, so I bought 6
Oh.
power worth.
Crazy. All right. Refill.
Hey,
look,
it's
Rolando's
Rolando's
baton.
Oh, another God.
Another.
Another Go Hadoken.
God hacking.
Another Hugo, yeah.
All right. James, you just attacked me, so I got a Balrog here.
Hold on.
He's like, okay, I defend and also put a weakness on top of your deck.
I'm waiting for it.
Nope. Or you're okay.
Alright. Discard a punch or gain a weakness.
I will discard a punch.
Okay. I'll also play my location. And then I will use my location to put Psycho Crusher underneath my hero.
Why?
Because I don't want anyone else having it.
No, put the top card of the main deck.
Yeah, top card.
But I wanted it.
I
Okay,
know.
Fine.
USA is unfortunately
Hold on,
not
let me-
that strong.
Let me look see what it is real quick. Ooh, spicy.
I mean, when it goes under your hero, like it's
Yeah.
visible
Yeah,
anyway.
it's-
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
is it always visible?
It is
Oh,
visible.
okay. Well, it's a good card.
Ooh, Electric Thunder. That is USA doing work.
And then I have 4 buying power. Which does mean that I can get that Hodoken if I wanted to.
That's true.
And you know what? I will, because that doesn't take up extra space and in fact makes more space.
It's the Go Hadoken to go with the Hadoken.
Yeah, that's why it's called that, right?
Yeah.
You Hadok to go with your Hadok.
Alright.
Okay. And
100 and slap. Okay, well I'm glad that came up because strongest woman in the world.
Oh,
Oh, Jeebus.
Lord.
Well,
And that's why that card is so good. Just yoink.
And then Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. So I'll take that,
And break it.
and I'll take that. And
Oh,
then
okay.
those can
Scott just
get destroyed.
had a strong turn.
Yeah, but that's it though. I have 2 power. I can't do
That's
anything with
it. But
Yeah, that's
gained
it. It was
gained like 14 power worth of cards and broke 2 other cards.
Very crappy turn. I only had 2 power.
really unfortunate.
My turn might be a juicy one, though. Maybe. First, let's get rid of Stinky Dan.
Yeah,
Seth is fun.
Seth is another spicy card.
Then the
Also,
Yoga
if-
Teleport.
If you could see my next hand.
We will
I'm
eventually.
going to discard that. Sorry, I have to.
Yeah, it's fine.
But then I am going to Sakura. Sorry.
It's all good.
You should be sorry. You will be sorry.
This Mystic Yogi. I play a punch twice.
I mean, hey.
But then I get Uploaded Sumo, which is 4 power.
Yep.
And Kami.
So that's 9
Things
power.
are happening.
So I have 9 power.
That's not bad.
You could go location.
And with Kami, yeah, I'm going to go location.
And if you can...
Let's
Oh, man. Here we go.
Flip your destiny.
Hong Kong. Put a villain in your discard pile or in play under your superhero.
Do you have a villain?
don't have any
Oh,
Is it, do you even have
Oh,
a
do
villain?
I?
Do you have a villain in your discard?
So you're good.
Oh, right, I do have Hugo.
He
I
does have a
Hugo on my
Hugo.
discard.
Yeah, so that
But
goes.
whatever.
But
Yeah.
that
yeah,
doesn't
okay.
stop you though.
Yeah.
And that means that the Hong Kong gets to go right into play.
Yeah, because of Kami, you can put the location immediately into
Yeah,
play.
you can put it with the ongoings.
I put it just above the hero. Yeah, there. That's where I ended up putting it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you could put it in the ongoings. You could put it up there.
How do I rotate again? Sorry.
Q and E.
Q&E.
That works.
Thanks. All right.
And don't forget
And
to use them.
Once each of my turns, I can reveal the top card of my main deck. If it's equipment, gain it, put it on top of my deck.
Okay, so reveal. It's not an equipment.
Scott, I have a job for you.
I am the Red Cyclone.
Look,
Is that
maybe
on my discard?
maybe I just don't buy
remember
anything from the lineup, so it stays on top of the deck. This is actually a little sad.
Little sad.
Yeah. Scott, Balrog's gloves, because that was a nuts turn. There's weakness on top of your deck.
But I'm going to do right back.
After these messages, they'll be right back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power, and then I can destroy one of these.
You should destroy the Agents of Shadowloo.
No.
Look, if you destroy that one, I will not step in your way of buying the next one.
I'm sure you won't, but you weren't going to anyway.
Look, details.
I'm so tempted to just say no to all of it.
I've done that before. People question my motives, but sometimes non-action is the correct action.
I'm gonna take the Relento's Baton. It's victory points and doesn't take up space in the deck.
That's fair.
And then I'm actually going to use the eye patch and destroy the kick, I think.
Honestly, that's not a terrible idea either.
Now that we're getting a little deeper in, I don't think the kicks are as necessary. And hey, look, it's Agents of Shadowloo.
Yeah, who could have guessed?
Who could have guessed?
Okay,
I'm
gonna
back.
play.
Did I miss anything?
Not really.
I bought the Relento's Baton and then broke a kick.
Break a kick.
Joe, you can't defend this turn.
Oh.
I've played 2 villains, Flying Barcelona,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
and then a kick, and then this weakness.
Okay, so he's Hugoing without an attack again, but it's doing work.
Every time
That's
I draw
still
Hugo,
11 power.
Yeah, every time I draw Hugo, just assume that I don't have what I need. But I could buy that Seth.
That's a location turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or Seth.
Or
Yeah.
Seth.
Really powerful.
I can buy the Seth and the Balrog if I wanted to.
That's true.
The Seth Rog.
And honestly, I might.
It's not bad. I mean, especially now that you've got the Flying Barcelona getting 2 more villains.
I think that's going to be my play.
Yikes.
That's replaced with a Ryu's headband and a red cyclone.
Yeah, I could use another one of those.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, Seth Rogen's.
Alright.
He's bald. He needs Seth Rogen.
Oh, man.
So I'm just gonna play my stupid double vulnerability hand.
Well, at least you've got a kick
5
in there,
power.
so you've got 2 kicks in there.
Yeah, I've got 5.
That is the most impressive looking 5 card, 5 power hand. You got a lot of things going on in there that amount to a whole lot of not much.
Yeah. It's part of me wants to buy the agents to deny it from James. Part of me wants to buy the red cyclone to have another one of those kicking around. Part of me wants the Saddam just because it's a solid card. Part of me wants the Sonic Boom because it's another superpower and more card destruction.
Part of you wants to take nothing and just be like, eh.
A little bit.
Zarcolia says, more cyclone! Which, I don't know. I'm legitimately unsure which of those is the best
James
for you.
just wants me to not buy Agents of Shadowloo.
I mean, obviously I want the Agents of Shadowloo, but there's also a lot of decent things in here.
You know what probably some strategist somewhere said at some point, if your enemy wants it, deny it.
Yeah, but does that help you in any way?
Not much.
I'm pretty sure Sun Tzu said that somewhere.
I know I read it in a book, but I don't know if anyone IRL said it.
It was The Art of War, but it was like a coloring book. The Art of War.
All right.
It
It is my turn. I've got a fairly technical turn. Start with the Dudley.
The Doodly.
Yeah, card costs 3 or less.
I can
for this
either-
card.
Try to decide between Sakura or the Hot-Blooded Sumo. Hot-Blooded Sumo was 2 guaranteed power, but Sakura could be anything. It could
It could
even
be
be
a
a
boat.
Red-Headed
It could.
Sumo.
I mean, do you have any other card draw in your hand?
No.
Well, then.
So I'm getting the Sakura to draw a card. All right, that doesn't help so much. But we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna play Ken Masters, which lets me get rid of 2 cards from my.
Hey,
my,
there you
card.
go. Ken Masters actually doing Ken things for a change.
Sun Tzu also said, "What you lack up in numbers, make up for in fire." I.e., light the table on fire and you automatically win.
So these 2 Vulns
I like
can
this
go
idea.
away forever. And then we're gonna do Shinryuken,
Oh,
which will make everyone discard 4 cards unless they defend.
yeah.
You've activated my trap card.
I'm
Oh, no.
also defending, and I'm defending strong.
I'm
Me
not.
too.
I'm not defending. That's
You're
sad.
gonna put a weakness on top of your deck, and then I'm gonna defend against it with Sakura. I'm doing the double Sakura defense.
So discard 4 cards if you're not defending, is what I'm hearing.
Yep.
So weakness on top of my deck because of Scott, and James, you're doing your counter.
I'm doing counterattack, which is put a non-ultra card from under your superhero back into the lineup.
Which is Hugo, because it's the only one I have.
And so that goes over into here.
I'll just be sitting over here with my 1 card. Don't mind me.
Alright, well, at least I hit one of you, and I made the rest of you, but then I have 2 kicks, and I made you shuffle your thing in, so this Gil, do I want to hit Scott, or do I want to hit... No, Scott's going to give me another weakness, so I'm going to hit James with...
Hadouken again.
No, I said I'm not targeting you, I said I'm targeting James.
I was gonna say.
Because I knew you had that.
There are 24
So-
cards in this deck, and that's the
How's it
one
going,
that I
Everest?
drew.
Really?
Now the DJ doesn't do anything to you this time because you have nothing under your hero,
But you still defend against it.
but I still defend against it.
Look, the Ultra can always be redrawn. It's
I
beautiful.
know, it's just...
I'll just say it. It was like a 4% chance of drawing that.
Wow, DJ's
And-
counterattack is super specific. I never noticed that before.
Yeah.
Put something into the lineup.
Yeah,
And right now, I have 11.
Scott, I'm specifically want to defend against you to make you put that Agents of Shadow loop back into the lineup.
But before I forget, I get to look at the
That
top
would
card,
be
and if it's
heck.
it is not a, ooh,
Ooh. Oh, can't let Scott get that.
nope.
Hi, Avarice.
But-
Doing pretty good. Wait, what was
Oh.
that?
Yeah.
What was revealed?
It
Oh,
was
you know
the,
what?
Jungle
You're
Warrior.
right.
Jungle Warrior. Oops. Oh God, what have
I
I
was
done?
gonna say, don't mess with the deck. I just asked what it was.
It's the Jungle Warrior,
Jungle
which
Warrior.
is worth 5 victory points if you have 5 different superheroes in your deck.
Superpowers, yeah.
Superpowers in your deck.
Yeah.
Now, I could get the Red Cyclone and Mystic Yogi, and those are safe. Or I could just go for Japan, because I have 11. So you know what? I'm just going to go for Japan. I'm just going to go for it. Reveal the top card of my deck. If it costs 1 or greater, discard it and gain a weakness.
Hey,
So I already know what's on top of my deck.
yeah.
Thanks, James.
Will not cost 1 or greater.
Yeah, so you have to discard it and gain a weakness. Oh, no, it's not. I'm sorry.
Oh.
No.
No,
No,
my
so
bad.
it just,
I read
it
it
just
backwards.
stays
Does
there.
nothing
It just
to
stays there.
So it just stays there.
And then it just does nothing to you. So you get Japan. This time it does go in the discard pile because you don't have the...
Correct.
No give me.
But still,
Technically, I still have 2. I could get the Ryu's headband.
you could also get a weakness.
You can always buy a weakness. Look, there's 15 weaknesses, or there's 13 weaknesses that cost 0. You can buy all 13 of them.
It's
You
all
know what?
over
Ryu's
Dan.
headbands could be useful, considering some of the trash shots I've been getting.
It's
And, you
over.
know, it's an extra
Dan
victory
Hibiki
point.
has been drawn.
Look, Dan Hibiki should be a better card in this deck. The fact that he's a weakness is an insult to the Hibiki family name.
Alright, and that's my
Now,
turn.
before you add that one back to the lineup, I do. It's a very, very specific thing. So let me check.
Oh, because you think Hugo now makes there 5?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
exactly.
think the rule is you draw the lineup back up to 5. I feel like it's
It's all over that. Hibiki has been drawn. Yes, Avarice.
Artistically.
this is like explaining what all the different things are, not like the turn.
9. You call that a roll? Let me show you how it's done here.
Man,
7.
you,
That's a lucky number. That's how you know it's
already
better.
Showed me.
There we go.
Yeah.
If any of the slots in the lineup are empty, draw cards off the main deck. So yes, Hugo was added to the lineup, giving it a 6th temporary slot. So we don't refill that. Hugo just takes the space there.
Got it. And that was your move.
All right. We're going to Mystic Yogi.
Admittedly, it was close.
Yeah.
Mystic Yogi's going to be Yoga Teleport twice.
I mean, that seems fitting.
Galactic Tornado can either put it on top of my deck or discard it. That's going to the top of the deck. And then Dash Straight, also going to the top of the deck. This would be, yes, in that order. Nope, I'm sorry. Because it would have been that one first and then that one second.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the rest of the hand is boring, so 3, and I played the Yoga Teleport twice, so it's 5. The Red Cyclone is tempting. The Mystic Yogi is tempting. I think I'm going to grab the Saddam because it's been sitting there forever. And I do kind of want it.
Okay. Are you ready for my big turn?
Yeah!
Show me what you got.
I'm attacking you, Joe, because you did this to me.
Oh no! Was it bad?
I take a card out of my discard and I hand it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Unless you defend it, in which case he just destroys it instead.
I have nothing.
Well, take this vulnerability. It's yours now.
Yeah, it goes into your, into there.
And then I have 3 power, so I could buy this Hugo. And I will.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna start with a Red Cyclone.
Oh man, you could take the, you could use the Red Cyclone to put the Red Cyclone under your hero.
I could. I'm actually not sure what I want to put under my hero right now. I feel like I'll put the Sonic Boom under my hero.
Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. That's just forever.
And then that's a Urian. I will put away the Dan.
Yep, put the Dan away.
And then I have 6. I could get Urian.
Yeah,
Send
6
the
is not
Dan
bad.
away.
See, if I'd known a 3 was gonna show up, and it's a defense, like defenses are so.
Oh, they're so
good
good.
when you can.
They are.
It does feel bad to get that. Well, to be fair, Scott, you also have cards under your hero that you can do for 3.
Well, that's what I mean. Is I kind of want to do the Urian and the Sonic Boom, in which case I really should have put a different card under my hero.
I mean, not necessarily.
But
Alas.
I just.
But
Oh,
I'm
that's
also
true. I
really-
see what you're saying. Cause
I also want the Jungle Warrior though, because that is going to be worth a lot of victory.
Yeah,
points.
it's-
That's worth so many victory points.
it's worth 5 victory. I'm pretty sure
I
you've
feel like I
already
have
got
to.
that.
I do. I know for sure that I do. I think I have like 6 or 7 different superpowers. At
Yeah.
least.
Boop. Oh, it's Vega. Oh, no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Da, 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 da. Oh wait, that's Lou Vega.
I'm glad that you've dedicated all of the lyrics to memory.
Yeah, I have. A little bit of Monica in my life. A
Please
little bit of Stabitha with a knife. I don't remember.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Alright, it is my turn.
It
It
is
is
your
time
turn.
for my epic turn.
Mashik, I understand.
Oh, that's
those-
so much Dan.
That is entirely too much, Dan. And it's all going away. And then I'm discarding 1 lone punch,
But-
sadly.
To
But I
be
go to-
fair,
I'm going to use my Hong Kong.
Yep, you do have.
Because I do
Hong
have
Kong
that.
still.
It is equipment,
It is
so I
equipment.
get to.
but I was
Does
gonna
it
say
go into
all that
your-
Dan was a result of you using your Ultra and trying to attack everybody.
Yeah, and
so,
that goes
you
on
know,
top of the deck, which is kind of nice.
Turnabout is fair play.
Yep.
All right. So my turn is more complicated, and I'm just debating which way we do. All right, we dash straight to draw a card. There's a Galactic Tornado and a Kami. Vulnerability doesn't do anything. Relento's Baton draws a card. And that's a punch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think what we're going to do, we're going to do something similar that we've done on a previous turn. So I have 7. I'm going to buy Urian, bring me down to 4. And I'm going to play Dudley, bringing me back up to 5, and letting me get this back into hand. Bring me back up to 7.
Back up to 7? Oh, because he's also 1.
Yes, because he's also 1, and then Urian's 2. So, and then for 7... Oh, there's so many good options up here that Vega is potentially so much power. But I also am looking at this deck getting lower and lower and lower and thinking that Relento's Baton might be a lot of points, especially now that I just picked up another defense card. And I'm not doing anything else with the 2.
Putty.
Pudding.
Okay.
Pudding is always good.
Okay. Got a Cammy and a Jerry. Let's see. I will play this kick, and then I will play Hadoken to destroy the kick and draw a card.
Now, keep in mind that the Go Hadoken does not let the ability of the destroyed card stay.
I know.
Okay. So that you can do that, but that brings you back down to the 0 power.
Here, 4.
It's...
Scott, you can't defend.
Okay. I was terrified.
If you see me play Hugo, just assume I don't have any.
It's just every time.
That is, what, still 10 power, I think?
It is 10 power, even because I didn't Barcelona goodly enough.
Correct. Hugo tried, but Hugo cannot flying Barcelona on his own.
But a Vega Jury situation could be good.
It's not bad.
Although India is like the villain location, and I am kind of doing villain things, but then that means that I'm leaving Vega and Jury on the table.
Yeah, it's true. But what's more important, victory points or more stuff? I mean, not that Vega and Jury isn't also victory points, but...
Oh, also, I haven't been using my USA.
That is true.
So, I think I forgot to do it last turn, so I'm just going to... Rolling Thunder.
There you go.
That's pretty good. Yeah, because I definitely forgot to do that last turn, but that's okay.
Yeah, those Relentos can do things now, Scott. Where'd they go?
They're hiding now.
I think India is more valuable to me than anyone else, so even if someone else gets it, I'm not going to be that heartbroken, but if someone else gets this Vega, I'll be very sad. So I think...
And then the
Vega's coming with me. I have 4 left, and I don't think anything under my hero costs that. Yeah, I got a 5 and a 7. So, yeah, the jury's coming along with me, too.
Well, the jury's still out on this one.
I was about to say that.
That joke was some real jury duty.
Oh!
Another jungle warrior going
one.
into Scott's turn? Come on.
So,
Nice
question.
Yes, Scott.
Can you, like, play an attack card and just not attack?
It depends on what the card says. Some of them say yes. Some of them are like power and choose a player.
Because
So
like, I don't. I don't want to not play my Ultra, but I don't actually want to use its crappy attack on everybody and potentially get counterattacked to hell.
if you haven't played, because you haven't played any other attacks.
Well, I mean, this is still an attack.
No, I know. I just meant because you haven't played a bunch of attacks. It's not a very strong attack.
Yeah, well, I have no attacks in my deck. I don't know if you noticed, but every attack that's come up has been bought by somebody else. I literally have no other attack. Well, I have the Relentos. The Relentos are my only other attacks.
Relentos, the fresh maker.
So I'm gonna play it, which is I actually hate that I'm like afraid to play this card because I'm just like everyone's gonna defend, and then I'm gonna get counterattacked, and it's gonna be worse than my attack.
Look, I will first and publicly take the weakness.
I'm doing the same. I don't have a defense.
And James.
Also, I want to point out
play. Okay.
how wrong Scott's doing things. First, he does a lot of Chun-Li kicks, and then he says the only attacks he have are Relentos. Toes.
Scott.
He's a boxer.
Scott.
Come on.
Do you have a defense in your hand?
No, this was my defense.
I know, because
And
DJ.
nobody played anything against me.
Because DJ got put one of those 3 cards back in the lineup.
Also, I'm inside your head, Avarice.
Fine.
Oh, come on! You don't want to put the Agents of Shadow?
No. Alright. Well, all things considered, that wasn't too terrible.
No,
I
it's
did
not. It's
cause
honestly
a couple
not that bad.
weaknesses to go out, so whatever. Alright, now we do some other things. We will start with Yoga Teleport.
Yomp. Is jewelry.
That's a jury.
I like how the
I had
options
that
are top of the deck or discard it. You can't just leave it there.
Yeah.
It's like she is teleporting whether you like it or not.
So she's going on top. And then I will play the Go Hadoken.
Nice.
Take this punch out of my discard.
Yeah, go away, Hadoken.
And then I draw a card. Oh, look, a jury who could have seen this coming.
Oh man, if only you could have played that before your
Yeah,
Buffalo.
maybe I should have.
Buffalo.
But I'm still going to do that. And then I'm
Wild
going to
Wings.
kick Joe because he's a butt.
Okay, let's see
So
what I want
here's
to
a
discard.
discard a
Discard a
card.
card.
I'll discard Rio's headband.
And then I'll play a punch and a Psycho Crusher
Oh
for
god.
6.
Yeah, for each different non-starter card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's
That is
card.
10.
It's card.
10.
It's card type.
It's 3.
Oh, for each
So it's
card
6.
type. You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So-
that's why I grabbed the jury. I was glad I had Yoga Teleport and Go Hadoken, so I'm like, oh, if there's
Yeah.
something on the bottom of my deck that isn't my Ultra or a Superpower or a starter, then I can have another type.
And that is a 12 power hand because
Yeah, I
good
finally have a
lord.
good hand. I could go for my first location. I feel like I should. But also Jungle Warrior is actually worth almost as many victory points for me.
It is worth a lot.
Yeah.
And
That's-
it's safer because I can get that and still do other things.
And still have 6 more points.
In fact, wait, you said 12?
You have 12
and you
if
don't
I
have to
can, right?
fight anything.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can get the Jungle Warrior for 5,
And
still
still
have
have
7
7.
left, and then I can finally buy this Tandem Engine.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Now when it's really good.
Okay. I just need to defend.
He's like, now I really need to counterattack
I
him.
need to counterattack Scott so bad now.
All right. So draw a new card.
Oh, yeah, no, I was gonna say there's a Sonic Boom there now.
Oh, sorry.
So that
Sorry.
goes right there.
That's okay.
But first I'm getting rid of another dance.
Hello, Mix Raven.
And it's not super exciting, but it does mean
Yeah, there don't seem to
I
be
get
too
the
many snipers
Mystic Yogi.
around tonight. Oh, Mystic Yogi's good.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Boop. Oh, the Shinku Hadouken.
Brother energy there, was that in response to the I'm gonna kick Joe because he's a butt?
Very likely.
I mean, that was a very brother thing to say.
Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny. I legitimately don't know how well everyone's doing. Lee has 1 location. Joe has 2.
Yeah, I believe that is correct.
So, Joe, I'm going to send the Gil your way.
What does Gil do?
Put a weakness on top of your deck.
Oh.
Or defend, obviously.
Oh, man.
No, that is my deck. Actually, that's okay because of what I want to do.
And then I've got a whole bunch of other cards in here that look cool that aren't going to actually do a whole lot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For 8, we're going to do Chun-Li's Bracers and... Chun-Li's Bracers and the Shinku Hadouken. That one's not actually a defense, but...
Oh, why aren't you leaving the superpower on that thing?
Make sure even I see you found a helmet.
Oh, there's an Agents of Shadowloo.
I'm mad.
At this point, I want to buy that because I have as many Agents as James does if I buy this.
If you buy the other one. I know. I've been keeping an eye. I've been watching, but like Scott's got 2, technically.
Alright. Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay.
Where did you come from? I don't remember getting you.
I'm going to Tiger Shot and destroy this punch in my hand.
Nice. That's 4 power.
Punch is made of your hand. It doesn't. You don't hold it in your
Draw a
hand.
card.
Yeah, and draw a card and may destroy a card to get 3 power. That's Tiger Shot is a good card.
That's why it's expensive.
Tiger Shot.
So 4 power there. Ooh, actually, this is a good combo with my location potentially. I'm going to play Seth.
Top 2
Oh,
cards.
I'm going to play the top 2 cards of the main deck and then return them in any order, which means I can kind of cherry pick which one I keep for myself.
Yep.
That's cray-cray.
So what are we playing?
So,
A Red Cyclone.
A Red Cyclone and an Akuma's Gi.
Okay. Luckily, nothing he particularly needs.
No, but still 4
I can put a card in the lineup under my thing.
And then replace it.
And then I can put one of these cards under my thing just for my location.
Yep.
Do I just hide the Shadowloo right now just so that I'm just splitting up the superpowers?
It's probably not a bad idea.
Let's play Barry the Shadowloo.
It's one of those things where it's just like, it's not a bad idea, and I'm just upset about it. I don't know why I bother going for the agents every time.
I'm going to use the Zangief version of that.
The Red Cyclone to do that, and then you put those 2 back in whichever order you prefer.
I'm going to keep them out here just for tallying purposes.
Sure.
And also at the end, I'm going to use the power to put the Gi under my hero as well, my location power.
Okay.
But for now, we'll just keep them there for now. I got this weakness I gotta get rid of. Let's see, what else do we want to do here? I think the person in the best position is between James and Joe, but I feel like Joe's been getting bullied a little bit, so James, I'll Balrog you. Is it discard a punch or gain a weakness?
Punch.
Did you have a defense or anything?
I discarded a punch.
Oh, okay. And then a punch here. So I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 power.
Yes.
I think this might be India time.
This might be India time. Yeah,
So-
that main deck's
India
getting low.
time.
India.
Okay, T-Hawk, put an equipment in your discard pile or in play under my superhero. Is the
No,
Gi
that is
technically in
no,
play?
because
Not
it's technically already back on the deck because of how Seth works.
Okay. So, let's see, search my discard here.
So who's
Nope,
winning the brawl?
nothing.
I think that the strongest player right now is between Joe and Lee. I think Lee is in the lead, especially now that he's about to get India.
Yeah. So I guess I just kind of dodged that.
Scott and I are not doing well on locations, but we both have a couple of X point cards.
Also, Avarice, I just saw you said. I only just now checked chat, so I appreciate it.
Technically, I still have 3 more buying power. Oh, wait, no, I didn't because it cost it. Yeah, never mind. No, I'm done. That's my turn.
Okay. Boop. It's another red cyclone.
Well, we knew.
Who would have thought?
All right.
Now we're down to
Well,
Bun. We're going to Brazil next,
In Brazil.
I'm going to.
and that's the location
Cry.
Scott wants. Although I have a feeling the rest of this deck is about to go very, very quickly.
Jeez, what am I doing first? All right, we'll start with the 100-hand slap. So reveal the top 2 cards. Hey, look, Agents of Shadowloop. And a punch. What's my discard look like? I have a couple punches in there. I mean, the Agents of Shadowloop do nothing. So
I mean, it's
I'm
technically
going to...
it's technically better than the
It's
punch if
technically
you have
the same as the punch.
if you have some way of getting another Agents of Shadowloop in your hand. It's better.
These
Otherwise,
are both
it's the same.
punches.
Or if you have another one in your hand.
Right.
So I will.
Hey, you want to know why the Agents of Shadowloo is better than the punch? Because even with 1, it's worth 1 victory point. The punch is worth none.
That's true.
There you go.
For the sake of this turn being
Yeah, for the
taken,
sake of the turn.
it is the same as a punch.
Yes.
I disagree because as M. Bison, I appreciate the artwork.
It's
Mechanically speaking.
coffee now has.
Oh, why?
Oh God! Oh God! I'm sorry. I didn't know I could do that.
The car thief!
It's...
Chaos has erupted.
Alright, and
It's like,
then
what if I
will
just
Sakura
take
to
that?
draw a card.
Yeah, you might as well.
And then we should had this before I drew. What's your counterattack again? Hero and
Oh.
power and play under your superhero. What's your counterattack? Put an unstarted card in your discard power and play with an odd cost under your superhero. Yeah, it's a 3 and a 3. Do you have your ultra in your discard? I mean, discards are public knowledge, right?
Yeah, I do have mine in my discard.
Okay, so you don't have that.
Mine is not in my discard.
And Lee's is not in his discard.
Bum bum bum.
And just under half of his current cards are in his hand, so there's a decent chance he has it. So I'm gonna Relento to Joe.
Boo.
Oh, Relento actually doing a thing.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Hong Kong.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Scott, are you attacking?
For the first time in my life.
Oh, nice, Gadrius.
And then I'm going to
I
the
love
strongest
the
one
early
in the
primal
world to
fights.
get Sonic Boom.
I mean, it's
Which is the Sonic Boom I put back there from the TJ counterattack. So it's a very roundabout way of gaining. That Sonic Boom went via Red Cyclone from the lineup to under my hero, then from under my hero back to the lineup, and then from the lineup to my discard.
Guile
Also-
is wishy-washy. Needs to be decisive.
Also, Gadrius, congrats on getting through Titan because that side quest, because all the quests leading up to it are terrible, and I'm glad you made it through it.
Yeah,
It
they
gets
are.
better from here.
And then I'm
I
gonna
agree,
Sonic
he
Boom
says
a
knowledgeably.
punch away,
They're not the
and
best.
then I'll play these.
That's
So
an
all of
interesting-
that just amounts to like very few of these actually give me any power. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 power.
I mean,
Ah,
that
ah,
Chun
ah.
Li
After
kick card
all
is
that.
3 power.
Yeah,
It's,
which is a total of 7.
No, I know. I just meant you're like they don't give you that much power. I'm like, it's a 3 cost card that gives you 3.
No, I said not many of them.
Oh,
give me
gotcha,
power.
gotcha.
Sakura, 100 hand slap, strongest woman in the world, Sonic
Yeah.
Boom, all give me nothing.
And Bunny, the still so adorable.
Yeah.
So I have 7. I kind of want Chun-Li's bracelets just to have another defense.
Yes, Dennis.
Dennis, don't tempt him not towards the dark side.
He's not gonna do it.
I'm gonna Chun-Li's bracelets, and then with my other 4, I'm gonna buy the Agents of Shadaloo.
No!
Because now James can't take it from there and put it back in the lineup, and now I have 2 Agents of Shadaloo in my deck proper.
Scott did
La, la,
that
la,
just so
la,
he
la,
could
la,
attack
la, la,
me
la.
without fear of the counterattack. That's the only reason he did it.
And that's my turn. Oh, that is a Tireless Wanderer.
Oh, Tireless Wanderer.
That is a tireless wanderer, and
That's a lot of
And
punchy.
Joe's the
Honestly?
hero player.
honestly, this is going to be a very interesting turn.
Oh,
So
God.
first, I'm going to play a punch.
Why do people have interesting turns? What is happening?
Then I'm going to play a rose. Then play Ken Masters. And I'm going to get rid of a vulnerability in my discard.
Okay.
Technically, I have another hero power. Technically, I have another hero, but I need to do it this way because of the
Because
kind of hero I'm
reasons?
about to play. Yeah. Because the hero I'm playing is Fei Long.
Yep.
So 0, 2, 4, 6, I draw 4 cards.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Is Joe starting to go off? Is that what's
Starting.
happening here?
Now, I knew one of these was going to be weakness, but how about second weakness?
Well, you got rid of 2 weaknesses.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
True that.
And if you're gonna
Oh,
do
and-
that on a turn when you're drawing a lot of cards,
Yeah.
means it's technically hurting you less.
See, and now I got another Cammy. I got another Ken. I can remove up to 4 cards,
Jeez.
except
But
that
From
I
your
just
hand or
looked all my
discard
cards.
pile.
Yeah.
So it's
that's a
not
little
worth it.
sad.
You
Unless
should
you,
get
is
rid
kinda
of
sad.
your Ken
unless you wanted to
Masters.
get rid of the kick.
So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So you
That's
get
only
rid
8
of
power.
Yeah, all
both
things
Ken
considered.
Masters, the Fei Long, and the Cammy.
But 8 is enough to get the Tireless Wanderer.
8
if
is
I so
enough to get the
choose.
Tireless Wanderer, and it is another hero.
And that is exactly what I'm getting.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Because I still haven't gotten rid of any of my punches.
And then another hot-blooded sumo. Okay, I still think that Lee is technically winning. I think it's between Lee and Joe at the moment, but I think it's Lee. So Lee, I'm going to Hugo,
Hey, come on, man.
and then I'm going to Balrog's Glove. Put a weakness on top of your deck.
Why you gotta be like that, man?
But then, because I'm not sure which of the two of you is actually winning, I'll also Balrog's Glove Joe as well.
And that's why I have to put a
Weakness on top of your deck.
Ugh.
And then
Everyone
punch.
loves Stan.
3, 4, 5. 5 power! Woo! What do I do with 5? I'll grab a red cyclone.
Oh, the Barag. Alright. I do think that I agree that Joe's probably winning.
No, it's you. But obviously you're not going to dump on yourself, so...
So
That's a
Hugo. Into an actual attack, M. Bison.
Oh, jeez.
Oh. Never thought I'd see the day.
Oh,
Me
and
either.
he's just gonna give you something for your discard pile.
Yeah.
Look,
That's
I'm gonna be helpful to you. You just
just-
got a Ryu.
You're
You're
gonna give
me
him a punch? Oh no!
Yeah. So here you go, friend. Look, we're working together.
I mean, and the sad thing is, you're putting. Well, actually, that Ryu is currently in the discard pile. This Tireless Wanderer. So
Now I'm gonna take something else in my discard pile and put it at the bottom of my deck.
not bad.
Which I think will be Seth.
Yeah, understandable. Just lets you play it faster. Go get a rest, Avarice. 4
And then
miles
I
in a
had-
thunderstorm
A lot
and
of
a 10-minute
exercise.
mile, and then
I
worked
had
out.
a
Yeah,
year.
go get some
If you
rest.
didn't
Good job.
Hugo me, I was ready.
I
I'll take it easy, Evers.
I'm proud of you for doing all that
You know.
all that exercise. I got to get there myself.
All right,
If
I
nobody
got
else
10.
has it, good job.
You know, honestly, self-care is important, and exercise is
Oh.
a form of it.
Also, let me put this under my hero. Hey, look, it's a Ken Masters.
Isn't that your first hero?
Sort of, kind of.
This has been his villain arc.
So do I go for Brazil?
How much do you
Yeah,
got?
probably.
1, 2,
I have
3,
10.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
That's too much. That's too much.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
No, don't do it. Brazil. Put a weakness or starter card from any foe's discard pile on top of your deck. You could take the punch back, Lee.
Like, you know what, Joe? I giveth and I taketh away.
Joe, I'm gonna need that punch.
Yeah, you could take it from someone that,
Look, I think the punch hurts him more than helps him, so I'm gonna take that punch back. Also, it's just way funnier this way.
you mean it helps him more than hurts him?
Sure.
So that goes back on top of your deck, I think. Yeah, back on top of your deck. But then you get Brazil. Oh, now we're going to Russia.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bunny, I got Brazil just for you.
Russia starts getting... Russia's where the abilities on these locations start getting real strong, but it's because the game usually just kind of spirals out of control at this point. But that's just
I'm going to
free card every turn.
Sonic Boom this vulnerability that's in my hand.
That's not a bad idea.
Always good.
And then I'm gonna play these.
Oh,
And Joe does not have a location in play. Lee's the
Lee
only one
does.
with locations in play.
And we know that he has a punch in his hand, so the numbers
he
are
has
lower.
Slightly lower chance of having a defense. I mean, I gotta go for it, right? Lee, I'm gonna hit you with the Rolento. Haha!
We did a
Look
thing.
at Rolento actually doing
Ah,
work.
no. Good job.
6.
And then 6. High five, Scott. You and me with our
Yeah.
impressive hands.
Scott is officially ruining this country. He took the USA and he threw it in the garbage.
Yeah.
To be fair. is that not where it belongs at this point?
I wasn't gonna elaborate. I'm just telling it like I sees it currently.
That's honestly a little too truthful.
I'm gonna Balrog.
There you go.
Balrog, and then a jury.
You gotta do it just because of the... You gotta do it just because. And bam. Agents of Shadowloo.
Oh, jeez.
And a 100-hand slap.
Joe,
Joe,
you gotta
you
do
know-
something about that.
Joe don't gotta do nothing. Come on,
I don't
Scott.
have to do anything.
You and me should be working together at this point.
Yeah, like we all know that Lee is the arch enemy anyway, so it's fine.
Is he?
Not though.
All right, but I'm gonna start by playing Hong Kong.
Of course.
I want to look at the top
Rolento
card.
target acquired.
It is
Oh, it's
equipment.
equipment.
Oh, and it's a good one too.
Oh. Oh, that is so good. You want to know why it was important that I put that on top? Because somebody put vulnerability weakness on top, and I have
Draw a
a
card.
Mr. Yogi.
Oh, and play it
Oh.
twice? Oh, no.
Hey, look. I get to play that twice.
Well, I mean, that lets you play
That's-
the Agents of Shadowloo twice.
Look, that means that
3
it's
power?
That's 6 power.
6 power.
Wait.
No, that's
You may play up
Oh,
to 6
yeah.
cost worth
Oh.
of villains from the lineup and then return them.
Or
If I
plus,
choose not
or
to-
please plus 3 power.
So that's 6 power.
So that's 6 power. Whew.
And then let's play Dudley. And I guess I'll get a Cammy back to play. And I got a punch. And that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 power. Not a terrific amount, but 10 power is enough if I wanted to go for Russia.
It's the Phantom Shaman.
And you know what? At this point, I am going to go for Russia. It's risky as hell, but
7, 8, 9.
what's life without risk?
Thank you for the 8 months.
Put
Put an attack card from my discard pile or in play under my superhero.
Hey, well, you don't have one in play, so you still have the 10. And do you even have
Yep,
one in
and
your
I
discard
don't-
pile?
I do not. My deck does not have much in the way of attacks, so that didn't do anything to me, and I got Russia.
Russia.
And because I got Cammy,
You get to put it right into play.
oh, so many Relento targets.
And then the UK.
and I can put a card from under my superhero or discard pile on top of my deck.
Yeah.
Under my superhero or discard pile.
Yeah. It's kind of nuts. It's like, thankfully, these aren't in there yet, so the Vegas Claw and Mask is not there yet. But
But you know, Tireless Wanderer is in there.
Tireless Wanderer is in there. But how many punches are in there? Really?
One, but I mean, it gives 4 power by itself, so at the very
That's
least,
true.
this is 5.
And actually, you're about to
Well,
discard
it'll
a
have
second
another punch in there
so-
too.
It's bare
And I'm not
minimum.
gonna-
It is a 6 power card.
I also have Ryu's Headband in my hand, but I'm not going to play it this turn. For reasons.
Sure.
And
Okay.
that's the end of my turn.
That's the end of your turn. Okay, Relentless Baton. I'm going to draw a card. Oh my god, I actually have 2 Agents of Shadowloo together?
Well, which means that's 3 power and you get to draw a card.
Okay. And then, for the first time this entire match, I'm going to play Soulbot Festival for its attack.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Oh,
my.
jeez.
Sorry. Put those cards back in my. I just hit deal by accident.
See?
Oh,
I
It
was
can
trying to hit
happen.
search and I.
It happens. It
Sorry.
happens. So that is everyone discards 2 cards.
That was a good
Discard
shot.
2 cards.
Unless you have a defense. Because I played 1 equipment this turn.
That's fine. I'll discard these 2
no.
punches into my discard. Oh no.
Yep. Oh no. What about you, Lee? Anything exciting?
Yes, couple of punches.
Okay. And then I just got 2 vulnerabilities and a Urian. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. I'm just not going to locations ever, but Agents of Shadowloo.
You could have stopped that, Joe. You could have.
And
Yeah,
then,
but instead I went to Russia, and I got Russia.
Yeah, and then the Hot Blooded Sumo for the other 3.
Joe Balrog.
What does Balrog do?
Discard a punch or gain a weakness.
Oh no! I have
Discard a
discard.
punch. Don't.
Yeah, I drew 3 punches.
That's so.
That's
So
amazing, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with my 3 power, this Flying Barcelona just came out. So,
Yeah. Yep.
to grab that real quick. And then, look, that's my turn. Nice, quick, and easy.
Oh, we're getting,
I mean, my turn's gonna be quick and easy. I only have 2 cards in my hands.
You
and
can teleport. I get to look at this one card.
And honestly, anyone that's been paying attention knows exactly what they are.
yeah,
I get to whoops, and I get to either
put it on top of
my
your deck or discard
discard
it.
So I'll put it back on top.
So for the first time ever, it doesn't actually teleport anywhere.
Yeah, and then kick, and then Yakuretsuku.
I mean,
That was the perfect pronunciation. I'm actually surprised you were able to nail it so well.
1, 2,
That's
3,
still-
it's a total of 6.
still 6. It's not bad.
I will take Sakura and a 100-hand slap. Honestly,
Yep. Is Balrog and Gil. All right, Joe.
Alright, first play my weakness.
What? And
Then
then
I'm gonna play Tireless Wanderer.
Oh, no.
And get armor punches.
how many punches are in there? A lot now. That's
Just that many.
that's still a 9 power hand for what is effectively a single card.
Yeah, that's good.
That's not bad,
It's pretty good.
but at least it's not 11.
With 9.
Although it is a little sad because you're looking at that 9 going, that lineup.
Yeah,
not
all these are like
amazing.
1 point. I mean, if I'm looking for just sheer points,
Just get any 3 cards.
I could get. Yeah, I could get the 3 heroes.
That's true.
Yeah, you are the hero man.
It's no bad. Oh, this deck is getting real low.
Yep.
Oh, it's a Hadoken, another eye
Oh,
patch.
no, don't flip them over yet.
Yep.
Actually, because I have to use my 2 powers, my Hong Kong and Russia. First was the top card. It is Master of the Feast, so I can't use that. But I can put a card from my discard back on top of my deck, and I think the one. Let's see.
Yeah, insert round number here. Fight. We're round 7. Well, we're stage 7.
actual round is like 27.
it's something like that. Which doesn't really happen in Street
36,000.
Fighter, but, you know.
I'm gonna put Fei Long back
942.
on top of my deck.
Not bad. That's not a bad idea. And then you
He's
good.
a long, long man.
Long man. Oh my
That's
god.
one.
Okay. Okay. Relentless Baton to draw a card. Yeah, Mystic Yogi. Here we go.
Mystic
Yeah,
Yogi,
big
here
money,
we go.
no whammies. It's a Sagat's eye patch. Womp womp.
Look,
Destroy the Mystic Yogi. Teach it a lesson.
You can destroy the Relentless Baton and the Mystic Yogi.
And I have another Sagat's eye patch in my hand, so I can destroy 3 cards this turn.
Destroy the Relentos.
You could use the second Sagat's eye patch to destroy the first one.
I could. Heck, I could use the
Maximum
first
destruction.
Sagat's eye patch to destroy itself.
Yes, because you play it twice.
I think I'm just going to destroy the punch. And that's it. And then I've got the Hugo and the Galactic Tornado. It's just it's sad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
11, 12.
Do, 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 do.
8 is sad. Sage.
Sad.
Look, with 8 power, you can buy 19 weaknesses.
I could. I think I'm going to buy Master of the Fist.
Look, I think buying all the weaknesses is a great power play. You know why? Because it means that there are no weaknesses left, so no one could put any weaknesses into your deck.
You know, it's like the big brain move.
The logic is flawless.
Now, to be fair, I will say that Lee specifically could take advantage of that. Because what Lee could do is he could buy a bunch of weaknesses and then play the Psycho Crusher and just give those weaknesses away.
Yeah, I could.
Slowly over time.
Speaking of Psycho Punisher.
Oh no, not the Psycho Punisher.
What card type are you choosing?
That's true.
I think the money move is just to stay with superpowers because everyone's got them.
That's your choice.
What you're doing?
That's what I'm doing.
I hate you so goddamn much.
How bad?
Did I win?
I mean, I'm playing a superpower deck. So when you pick superpower, it's mega anti-me. I had such a strong hand this turn.
I do have to discard a kick.
I'm going to reveal Chun-Li's bracer and discard a punch instead.
Oh, I see. That's information.
Yeah.
Okay.
The nice thing about Chun-Li's bracelets is that while you do have to discard a card to defend, you don't have to discard Chun-Li's bracelets. So I got more defense.
I think with my 8 power, I'm going to grab this Electric Thunder from under my hero and buy that. And that'll be my turn.
Alright, then I'm just gonna play my double agent, draw a card, be super sad about it because it's a vulnerability, and then pass my turn because I'm sad about it.
Sad.
That was gonna be such a strong turn.
Yeah, I legit feel bad for you. Again, this game is dumb with its attacks.
Why did I do that?
We're gonna punch, we're gonna rose, and then I'm gonna long man and draw 3 cards.
Yeah. Lee, I don't have any superpowers. Why did I bother using the bracelets?
Hey, look, it's Japan.
When you used the bracelets, I presumed that meant you had superpowers. I was like, okay, that at least tells me something.
Nope. I just discarded that punch for no reason.
Okay.
Okay, first I'm into Japan.
Japan.
It is not a hero, so it goes back on top of the deck.
Yeah.
I could Hong Kong, but I know that's not. I know that's not a equipment, so there's no point.
That's true.
I will use Russia's ability. So
put something back on your deck.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be my Tireless Wanderer because he is tireless.
Yeah.
And he's a wanderer.
Yeah.
That's.
Meanwhile, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power.
Yeah, Russia with the Tireless Wanderer is kind of nuts. It's the Street Fighter deck builder, yeah.
Honestly, I've got Let's Hadouken.
Yep.
So Scott, I'm gonna need to order up one of your Relentos sometime soon.
Well, I probably could have drawn it by now if I hadn't lost all my superpowers last turn, because I was gonna go through a bunch of cards.
Well,
just saying.
You could have gave me a hint. You could have winked through the internet. Let me know.
I'm gonna keep going with superpowers every time because it screws over Scott specifically.
From my perspective, I know you have a lot of superpowers, but everyone has superpowers. I get
James
Joe's kick. James, I assumed I hit because he blocked it.
Yeah, that was a dumb move on my case.
And Joe has like a couple of kicks. James has like a kick or two. In fact, I've seen him destroy kicks.
I have 7 power with all of that madness. How's
it going, Remney?
I can't do nothing with 7. I can't do nothing valuable with 7.
Can't get away with nothing.
I really don't think this game is going to go much longer. I think I'm literally going to just be like... No, God, wrong button.
There are currently 2 locations left.
Yeah,
there's 8 cards in the deck.
2 locations and 8 cards in the deck. So with 7, I'm going to just buy a Urian and a eye patch.
I should have bought a card with my 3 last turn, but I was just too mad about it.
It's a fine Barcelona.
And a Sagat and other fancy things. Okay. Um,
Even he has superpowers. Look, superpowers exist in this deck, but they definitely.
let's play a Seth.
Oh boy.
And yes, Street Fighter deck building game with many, many attacks.
Sakura and a dash straight.
So well, you draw 2 cards and get 1
I'm gonna
power.
draw 2 cards. All right, leave them there because I might do something with them in a second.
Yeah.
So draw.
Honestly, that could have been a much worse Seth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Remy.
And technically, you do have to decide how they're going back
Yeah.
now, because technically they
Yeah.
go back now.
Yes.
In case you have
I'm
things that
going
matter.
to. So I just have to remember 2 power, right?
1 power.
1 power.
One power.
In
Okay.
fact, here you go. 1 power.
Okay, so we're gonna go boom boom. We're gonna put them down in this order
Would you?
because then I'm gonna play
Oh.
USA,
Did you not notice
USA,
that all game
AOK.
changes?
and then I'm going to take the top card. I wonder what it could be.
Yep.
And then sadly, I also drew India, but I know that's going to whiff.
That's true.
But I'm gonna reveal the top card of the deck.
Oh,
Oh
it's
my
a
God, it's Sakura.
Weird.
Okay. Joe. Balrog.
Yes?
Discard a
punch
punch
or
or
gain
gain
a
a
weakness.
weakness. Oh no.
Oh no, I have to punch. Oh, I don't have one.
Don't have a discard to punch.
I knew one day I was gonna
Mm.
hit it.
Or I could just discard Sakura and avoid and knock in.
And
Nah,
not
that's
gain a
true.
weakness. That's true.
Okay, and then I got Shipu, Shoopadoo, which I don't have discards. That doesn't do anything other than the power.
Yep.
Urian, and then yeah, let's Electric Thunder here. Play any card from the lineup, and then put it under my superhero.
Play any card. Oh god.
Uh,
Urian. Not urine.
Honestly, the Flying Barcelona would be
Yeah.
pretty good right now.
Play it and then put it under the hero.
Let's see. I could get the Gil, but the Flying Barcelona is worth the same amount of points.
You could counterpoint, play Sagat and destroy Seth for plus
Yes,
Considered it.
10 power.
I certainly could do that. Yep.
I mean, with plus 10 power, you might be able to get both locations, Lee.
He's already played his urine. He's already pissed away his turn.
Like, if you could just end this, that plus 10 power might not be the wrong choice.
I mean, he wouldn't
No,
have enough.
I wouldn't have enough for both.
locations.
Okay.
Because
He'd
even
have
with plus 10, I would
17.
have, yeah.
That's still disturbingly close.
I think the Flying Barcelona is fine.
And you're welcome on that one.
So it gets played and then it gets put under my superhero. So that's 5 more power.
Yeah.
You have so many cards under your superhero.
Scott's been keeping track.
Yeah.
Thankfully,
Yeah, you
it
have
does.
12 power.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that accurate? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, probably United Kingdom situation here.
UK.
Um,
All right, who you fighting?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me do this first. Cammy, of course she's in the UK. Put a defense card from your discard pile or in play under my superhero.
Ooh, do you have one in your discard? Because if not, well, you'll still make it because you could
Yeah.
put Electric Thunder down, but
Yeah, and I think I am going to put Electric Thunder down because it's the only way that I will make it. Because I have Urian, but then I would go below the power
You would
limit.
go below the power level.
So,
All right, Electric Thunder
all
goes
right.
under your hero, which is a little sad considering that is 3
I
points.
I had it so briefly.
It's
now it's the Electric Thunder down under.
But that does get you that
hero.
location. Now we're in Stage 8, Thailand, which has no power other than game over. But we're also to get 4 cards in the main deck, so like this is... I don't even know if I'm going to get a turn.
You probably are
Sonic
not.
Boom, get rid of it.
As like if Scott
I
doesn't end it,
bother at
Joe
this
probably
point?
will.
I guess I shouldn't even bother destroying my last vulnerability, because this game really is, like, over.
I mean... I
I guess I'll just get the +2 power.
Yeah.
And then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Just buy what you can.
Yeah, just buy a couple cards.
Uh,
I could buy.
Game ends immediately.
The
Best value
God
is Sagat in
and-
one of the 3s.
Yeah.
or 2 3s and a kick, technically same value.
True. And then you're not moving cards from the deck.
True. But if Scott's trying to burn the deck down...
If you're trying to burn the deck down, then it's the same because it's 2 cards either way.
Oh,
Because
true.
the third card would be
True.
a kick, which doesn't count.
I mean, I'll get the Sagat because it's Sagat. And
Balrog!
Balrog!
I mean, that makes sense.
Soldier of Justice.
Look at him dramatically comb his hair.
Now, I wonder if Lee had used the Sagat to get the +10 power, if he could have instead just bought out the main row and ended it immediately instead of
Alright,
going
let's-
for the location.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Who
I don't know.
knows?
I don't know.
Wouldn't we finish the round anyway, though? So
Nope.
me and Joe would still get a turn?
Nope.
No.
If you cannot refill the 5 or the last location is bought, the game ends immediately.
This is
This
risky.
Street Fighter
Oh.
really likes to be aggressive.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to gamble who does not have their superpower. I think I'm gonna gamble on Lee not having it. So Lee, put a weakness at the top of your deck unless you defend.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay!
And then Tireless Wanderer.
Yeah. Ever punch.
If you can buy 3 cards, the game ends.
or Thailand.
Or
Not
Thailand.
even just
Thailand
with
was my
Tireless
aim, but-
Wanderer, but Russia in general is such a powerful
Yeah,
location.
Russia's nuts. Like I said, once
It's
you
dumb,
Russia
but-
is the tipping point because everything Russia and beyond are all very strong, but it's because it's like, okay, you have Russia. The game is going to be over in like 2 rounds after Russia happens. Normally, once the 6th stage is gone, the 7th goes very quickly and then the 8th after that.
Well, I've got 16 power.
Uh-huh.
So if I buy Thailand, it says at the end of the player's turn. So I can buy this
Yes.
and then
And then
stuff
still
left over and
do
still buy
things
stuff.
Uh-huh.
That's
And-
important because that's the extra 4 that I have just in case this.
You
bites
also
me in the
still
ass.
have 2 cards in hand, so it's like
Yep. Okay, so Ryu.
put a
Put a non-starter
non-starter
card.
in your discard or in play with an even cost under your superhero.
So non-starter means none of these million of punches.
Yeah, but do you have a weakness in your discard pile? Because that would be the ultimate.
That would be
play.
the ultimate play. Unfortunately, I do not.
But anything that
But
costs
I could
one-
take a rose and put it underneath my. It's okay.
Yeah.
All right. And
Oh,
then
and Thailand acquired.
you finish your turn,
Thailand.
and then
Thailand goes to my
game over.
discard, and I have 4 still left, so I can buy. So I'll buy Sakura. Sure, why not?
Okay, and the other 2 cards in
And
your
that's
hand
the
don't do
end.
nothing.
It's a vulnerability and a Ryu's headband. So yeah.
So yeah, they don't do
all
nothing.
right. So now game over, right? Now
Yep,
it's time to
game over.
start counting.
Now I am curious.
Now remember, cards that are underneath your hero do not
not
count.
Correct.
But I'm curious if this button works.
You have a button.
There's a button. So
Should we be putting our cards in
So-
a particular place?
I think put everything in the deck slot, I guess, for the moment.
Okay, give me a second.
Oh no! Those went in there. That,
Oh jeez.
that happened.
Yeah, do not include your under hero cards.
Correct.
I have no under hero cards. I bought them.
All right.
Okay, everything's in my deck.
Everything is in my deck.
I'm curious what this button does.
Okay.
It says we all have 0 VP and 0 bosses.
Yep. Okay, so that doesn't.
Yeah,
that
it
doesn't.
doesn't
Work. Okay, so it didn't count. We gotta do it ourselves. That's fine.
Okay.
Can I draw everything? Honestly, I'm gonna just grab my little calculator thing here and. Oh God. Can I like?
I never even got to use Tandon Engine.
There we go. Math time. Oh, this is not looking good for me. Hold you off to the side.
This is riveting content.
Oh, I know,
Yeah,
right?
I know, right?
We are riveting. That is finally a card worth more than one. What's in the bag? Oh, I wonder if you just shove all your cards in the VP bag, if that's how it calculates.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, green VP bag.
I'll check that after, because I'm curious. There's a second Relentless Baton. A third Relentless Baton.
All right. I'm going to shove everything in that bag now because I have my number.
Same.
Same.
There. It's in the bag.
So this is one victory point for each agent challenge. That's 369. And one VP for each different defense card. So that is one,
The cat got to get out of the bag. No, we just got to tie it better.
2.
Click harder.
I've had my
3.
view centered on the board the whole
4.
time, so I never realized that behind my view the whole time was the whole game selection thing.
Yeah, they're all back here.
I just never saw it, and suddenly I looked back and I'm like, oh, there's a bunch of stuff back here.
Okay.
We can
and
swap from
then
Street Fighter to NHL Power Play 2014 in a
That is-
split second.
4
basically the same
different
thing.
defense cards. So that's another 12.
Yeah, I guess I should have been using this thing. Oh, I can't even.
So I have my number.
Okay. I also think I
Scott, you're
have
not
my
that
number.
far away from me.
Okay.
But I did lose, most likely.
Oops.
So what was the button that you hit before, James? Because I have my deck in the bag now. I just want to see if
Hold
it
on.
works now.
I want to hold on to my numbers so I don't forget. And then put them all in the bag. Everybody's cards in their bags, and you got your numbers.
Yes.
Joe's cards are not in his bag.
Yeah, hold on. It didn't do it. I tried. All right, all of them are in the bag.
Okay, so then.
Yeah.
Nope, still didn't count. That's okay.
Oh.
I
wins.
I got 47. I don't think it's very good.
How much did you have, Lee?
I had 51.
So 47, 49, 51,
Oh.
59. It was close, though.
I think this is how it's supposed to work. There's these VP tokens, so you take victory point tokens and put them in your VP bag,
Oh.
and then you have a count of how many victory points you have.
Yeah, but that still means you gotta count.
Yeah, it's kind of pointless,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying hypothetically that's I guess how you're supposed to do it.
Counting's for nerds.
Like if I were to put that in there and then
That's why Joe won. He had
Yep.
to do the most counting because his
look,
number was
we were
highest.
tied with, look at that, James and I tied for first. I'll
Yeah,
take it.
we did it.
Makes Raven. Mission accomplished.
That was a very
I mean,
awkward.
it-
God! Stare into the abyss.
The
Oh,
abyss.
That is unsettling.
Huh.
It's comics all the way down, baby.
Seizure warning for this.
I didn't get anything seizure worthy. It's stretched comics all the way down.
I will say it was my first time ever actually winning that game, but
Good job.
still. But it's only because, like, near the end, the attacks literally did nothing. Because I'm like, okay, I'll discard punches because I'm just gonna get them back anyway.
I got 3 Agents of Shadowloo and it was
Yeah,
still
having-
last.
That point
Russia
was just-
plus tireless wanderer equals win.
It's pretty
Yeah, that was just me getting a dumb combo at the end.
is very strong.
But James, you and I each had 2 agents of Shadowloo. Yeah.
No, I had 3, Scott.
Oh, you had 3.
I had 3.
When did you get a third one? I don't even know. Oh
Yeah,
wait, I
it's-
do remember. Now that I think about it.
I'm also going to, before I look up, I'm just going to switch the background here because this background is creeperlicious and I don't like it. It feels awkward.
Why?
I don't like the background of this one.
Look, there's a lovely sunflower poster. It's
Where did...
Oh, this is
CS files.
the problem I have with this background is that it almost looks like it has depth until you move, and then you're like,
and then
nope.
you're like, nope, there's no depth. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Where the heck is the courtroom?
in the Phoenix Wright game.
I mean, that's the one I'm looking for.
Are you really? Ah.
Yeah.
He's like, you thought he was kidding.
No, I just nailed it. What happens there?
Okay, so it's only just before 9 o'clock, so we got a little bit more time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we do this game in roughly an hour? Because the other one took 3.
That does take 3. This one is much, much quicker, especially with only 4 players. So, I know Lee might be familiar with Deception Murder in Hong Kong. I don't know if the two of you are. And even if Lee is familiar, I don't know if he remembers.
I don't remember what happened like 10 minutes ago.
Okay, that's what I thought. So, we are going to have... Let's see, there will be 2 investigators. There should be no witness. And then the murder.
No witnesses.
No witnesses. Okay, and I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna come over here and be. Oh, Scott's moving over there. That works.
I saw that I could be purple now.
I'm gonna come center of the table over. Oh, I'm gonna go on that side.
Whee! Objection.
Now I feel like Joe needs to be orange and I need to be brown just for symmetry purposes.
If you wanna.
Okay.
How do I?
You click your name on the top right, or I can do it for you and go change color.
I got
and
it.
Go, bam.
Someone did it for me. I was about to do it. But it's okay.
So, this is a social deduction game where one of you is the murderer. And you get to make, like, decisions and stuff.
I totally would never have murdered.
Exactly. The other 2 are going to try to solve that murder. And then the last player, the forensic scientist, is trying to get the other players to solve that murder. But the forensic scientist can't directly communicate with the players. They have these like information tiles that they can use to get that information to the players. So, Game setup. Yeah. One murder, one forensic scientist.
Scott, why did you murder that person?
It was Scott. We win.
It was fun. I mean, what?
4 clue cards. Okay, so that is everybody. Each of you guys go ahead and draw 4 cards from each of these 2 decks, and then just lay them out in front of you. You'll have the 4 blue and then the 4 red, just laid out in front of you for everyone to see. And just lay them out with the like types.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know why it's automatically flipping them.
Wait, 4 of each?
Yeah,
Wait,
4 of each.
each?
4 of each.
Okay.
I somehow ended up with this.
I see that. No, that's correct. You just need to. You just need to split them. So there you go.
Well, I just mean that that's an actual card.
Do you not see that? It's a bandage. It's a bandage.
How do you?
For me, it's just a question mark on both sides.
All right. Well,
How do
throw it
you-
away and grab a new one.
How do you rotate on like a?
Q and E.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, but without like doing it gradually. You were like flipping it like.
Oh, just hit the button. Don't hold the button.
No, there's a weird setting.
Yeah, mine is on.
But you can
slowly
also-
swivel, but I don't know why, because it always used to be on 90-degree.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I messed mine up either. Okay. So, can everybody see there? Everybody can see everybody's cards now?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are the
Oh, medical
clues and murder weapons for the murder at large.
I want to believe that my top row are the clues and the bottom row are the murder weapons because it's much more interesting that way.
Sure.
Who's ready to solve a crime? I brought snacks.
Exactly.
By ants.
Everybody gets a badge token. That's these. Boop. Boop. And
I've been deputized. Even if I'm a murderer, you guys can't arrest me now.
that's true.
Diplomatic immunity.
And Hammer, you can't sue.
Okay. So now, we're going to shuffle these together here. Shuffle the...
Maybe. Hold on. Give it a second.
What?
Hold on.
There we go.
There you go.
Now this should... Oops. Nope. I wasn't supposed to be part
You
of
need
this.
the card again?
Who didn't get... No, hold on.
I didn't get a card.
We didn't get a card. There you go. Because I'm... got this one here. So, now you each have your roles. So one of you is the murderer, the other 2 is the investigator.
Mine has a question mark on both sides.
Yours has a question mark on both sides.
Yeah,
That's what
like
happened
it
to me
has the
with
same.
one of those other cards.
That's what a killer would say.
Okay, hold on. Let me... I can fix... Where the hell did the other ones go? I threw them off the table.
So James is the killer of cards. I've solved the mystery.
Oh, God.
Just hold on, let him shuffle.
Can you see that one?
Yes.
Okay, everybody good then?
So?
Everybody can see their card. You know if you're an investigator or a murderer.
Also, I
Okay.
found out that I can virtually put myself in the witness podium, so that's what I've done while I'm
Put
waiting for you
yourself-
guys to fix the cards.
Does it not matter that James knows what Joe is? Is that supposed
Correct.
to be a thing?
Correct.
He's supposed to know who everyone
I'm
is.
supposed to know who's going to be it, because it works a little werewolfy. Okay, so now Scott and Joe. I guess I can't. It's closing eyes and stuff isn't really going to happen. Oh, right.
What?
Scott, Joe, and none of you remember how this works. Got it. Okay.
Right.
So everybody close eyes.
Okay.
You're all home, so
Okay.
you can't close eyes and everything.
We can be
Sure.
honest about things.
That's true.
Yeah. I think there's a way to put down a visual curtain in the game, but I don't remember how to do it.
Yeah, I don't remember
It's the
off
fog, but
hand.
it's sometimes
But
wonky.
but also the problem is that I could put the fog down on everyone, and then I need the murderer to open their eyes. So it's like I can't
Well, that's why I said that I know that there's a curtain thing that's not fog. It specifically blinds specific people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he would have to know already who.
I know who it
Yeah.
is, but I don't know how to. Oh yeah, is that? Oh yeah, B for blindfold. Interesting.
So what's going
So
on?
So everybody
blindfold
just push
ourselves.
B. How's that work? Does that work?
B, perfect.
Beautiful.
That's what we're looking for.
All right.
Nope. You know what? That's not going to work either because the chat specifically tells everyone who did and didn't do that.
Oh yeah.
So if you
said
go ahead and
remove
hit B to
blindfold, then it
unblindfold
would be
yourself,
like,
you'll
oh.
see who did things. So all right, go ahead and pull your blindfolds off. We're just gonna trust that the investigators aren't looking at things.
Okay. Eyes closed.
Eyes closed. Okay. All three of you have your eyes closed. All right.
Yep.
Murderer. Open your eyes, and you're going to point to one of the blue cards and one of the red cards on your board. That is you choosing what the murder weapon is and what the clue is that the other players are going to have to try to figure out. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. All right, so then everybody keep eyes back to eyes closed, and then everybody can open their eyes. So,
Hooray.
so again, werewolf style type things.
Rejoice.
So now, ba-ba-ba. There is no witness, so we don't have to worry about that part. So that is purple, green, and 4 random tiles. Okay. Why are these separate from these? Oh, those are the... Okay. So we're getting... one of these, and 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, oops, and 4.
What's this?
So this is the information that the players are going to have to do. I'm going to put all this up here because it's over near my stuff because it's just where it's central-ish to everyone.
Where the investigators investigating.
Yeah, where the investigators are investigating. So this is the information. Now, I know who the murderer is, I know what the murder weapon is, and I know what the clue is. My job is I have to, without saying anything, I put down...
I like to imagine he's just without saying anything, and then the instructions just stop because he's not supposed to say anything.
yeah.
So we just have to figure it out. That would be very difficult.
Okay.
I'm going to these bullets. I'm going to just shoot both of you to be sure.
I don't like this plan. I'm not excited to be a part of it.
I'm going to do that. We're going to do...
Look, I will kill a murderer, but then also I will become a murderer.
There are 6 bullets, so each of us can shoot the 2 other people. The murderer will definitely get shot.
These
It's the
bullets are
only
supposed to
way.
be standable, but I don't actually know how to flip them up that way.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No, not really, but you have to be able to read things.
Yeah, there's plenty of room.
The motive, we're gonna say.
Yeah, if anything, like I'll
There.
just
Yeah. We
scoot
can
'em
like
slightly.
scoot things to the side so you can.
You didn't even have to move these. I think I had room.
Okay.
You just pop that there.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine.
yeah, we're good. We're good.
And then the victim's build was. Gonna go there.
Okay.
The victim's expression was there. Yeah. And the murderer's personality is going to be there. So,
Okay.
so what if two people kill the murderer? Yeah, so there you go. All right, so there is the information that I'm giving out. I cannot explain any of this stuff. I can just put these bullets down so you can see what the things are. And then we get time to you guys can openly discuss this information and the cards and tiles in front of each of the players. And you guys have to work together to try to figure out who did it and the two pieces of information based on these clues. Now we have 3 rounds. If we cannot come to a consensus on any of the rounds, then I get to remove one of these and replace it with a new card if I think information is giving you guys the wrong idea or could be better clarified.
Okay.
All right.
And it is...
So.
Yeah, you guys get to just talk out loud. And then...
Can I just say I'm immediately suspicious of Scott and that wine because poisoning.
Well, I was actually gonna say the same thing about you because poisoning and
And
arsenic.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that we have money, greedy, and vacation home, and like those things indicate something rich. And I don't really have anything that indicates rich per se, other than maybe violin, I guess. But I feel like wine and maybe flyer could work with that. If this is like a it also says victim's build is thin, which I don't know if that's just like couldn't say anything specific, but like if they're thin, then poison would have hit them quicker. So I'm guessing that's just a double clue. That's not really helpful.
Well, I was also thinking all that stuff could be related to Ty if it was Lee, like a CEO / businessman. And then there's like work, although I don't know how that would fit with the poisoning, so that's like a back burner type thing.
The other thing to consider is the victim's expression. If they were poisoned with arsenic, generally generally you realize it. Whereas if you're like sipping wine, you're probably just gonna like fall pleasantly asleep in your vacation home. Whereas arsenic is gonna be a lot more it's a lot messier.
Look, it could be more like iocane powder, tasteless, odorless, and you just fall over after laughing about land disputes in Asia and all that.
You never start a land war in Asia, and you never mess with death. Well, you never mess with a Sicilian with death's on the line.
You never mess with death when Sicilians are on the line.
Yeah, I almost got the Princess Bride quote right.
So the 2 ones that I'm looking at that I feel like are viable with the clues are violin, arsenic, and then wine, and then flyer. I think would be the 2 combinations that I think are viable.
I think if it was wine, love letter is out because otherwise motive of crime would be probably love. Surgical mask is probably out as well because again, if they're peaceful, surgical mask isn't really related to that. And the tattoo, I mean, tattoo could be a wild card, but generally, I'm thinking if the motive is money and vacation home, then flyer is probably closer.
But money and greedy are the reasons why I edge towards flyer.
Well, that's why for me, I'm like, the only thing I see that makes sense for poison is the arsenic, and so I'm like looking at money, and I really lean heavily toward violin just because, well,
That-
it's like the richest thing here, and also that could explain the peaceful because, I mean, if it was someone playing music, maybe.
Yeah, like I said, they're both technically viable. And while I agree it's probably arsenic because of poisoning, it's technically not outlandish that it could be amoeba too.
I was also
Technically,
sort of thinking that, but I feel like
I feel like arsenic is more
between,
likely of the two.
yeah, between the two, like arsenic is a much stronger case.
Okay. Now, for what it's worth, we have 3 rounds, and each of you gets a single guess. And all that I can tell you is if you are correct or incorrect. Even if you are like mostly correct, all I get to do is a yes or no. And again, you each get 1 guess.
So we each get one
Okay.
guess per round, or
nope,
we each
1
get
guess
one-
total.
So each of our guesses is a round.
No. When you guys
I
are
think we have to
ready to
collaborate.
move to the next round, then I could just replace one of these with a new card and starts the second round. So you can hold your guess to the third round, or you can to get more information, or you can just take a stab and be like, I'm just confident, and I'm going to take the gamble.
Okay, I see
Yep.
what you're saying.
I'm gonna take the gamble. I'm gonna give my guess right now. My guess is Scott with the wine and the flyer.
And that's your guess.
Correct.
I think it's a very strong guess.
It's a pretty good guess.
Was it correct?
It is correct.
There we go.
Yep.
Good job, guys.
That was all very very quickly figured out. I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. There's nothing I really can do.
The cards weren't super helpful on you. Part of this game is obviously if you get more people, there's more options of things to mess with the options.
Yeah.
And beyond that, there's a lot of just playing the game more to look around to be like, okay, what of my items can I like play with other things?
Yeah, and I suppose if I had taken more time, I could have looked at their cards and been like, okay, how many similarities can I draw between certain cards of mine versus cards of theirs to make it a more of an obfuscation choice.
Right.
Because the fact that it was poisoning pretty much like cleared me because I have no poisoning anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like with all the greed and money and stuff, it's like you've got time and work, but then with the poisoning, it throws everything else out the window.
Right.
And also, like, I didn't look at chat, but then I decided to look at chat afterwards. I'm like, oh, someone just flat out says customer error. And I'm like,
Oh, you can't say
glad
that.
I didn't read that.
Yeah, careful with the chat when we're doing like
Yeah.
social deduction things.
Yeah, don't say anything if you see anything, and also
If you see something, don't say something.
I was gonna say Joe or not Joe, James, if he's investigating, can blind his screen, but then that makes figuring out the stuff he's got to learn like impossible. So.
I could figure it out. I could blind chat. Ooh, hold on. I could blind the screen without blinding me. Hold on.
Oh yeah, you can just go to a different like thing.
I can do a thing. Unless it's Scott. Then everybody just knows it's Scott, right?
That's not fair.
I can just ba-ba.
I will say if you're switching to a different scene, just make sure that your mic is still on so that people can hear you.
Yeah. No, I'll just do. This. Ba-ba-ba-ba. So,
Look, I'm not gonna be the murderer next time, and you're all gonna feel real bad for accusing me.
Yeah.
I will first and publicly declare that I'm going to accuse Scott next game.
Emotional.
And you'll feel real bad when you're totally not right.
There's only a 50% chance I'll feel bad. In fact, no, there's only a 33% chance that I'll feel bad. You know what, James? That'll work.
That'll work.
Just don't look.
Perfect. All right. So then, if you guys want, I can also throw the forensic scientist role into the mix. Obviously, that'll.
Yeah, mix them all up. Let's be fun. Now it's not a 33% chance, Scott.
Well, no, it's still a 33% chance.
No, because if I'm.
Oh, yeah, because there's a chance that one of us. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, there's a chance that I won't be able to accuse anybody.
Okay, so who is the investigator? Or I'm sorry, not the investigator. The forensic scientist.
Me.
Scott's the scientist.
I can't be the murderer.
Perfect.
All right, you know what? Fair play. I guess I can't.
Also, these cards never got put back in the.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Unless Scott did it and he's covering it up. You ever see the show Dexter?
Oh, I love that show.
It's a good show.
I don't know why these aren't carding.
I'm just watching people just kind of throw cards at the pile and just hoping for the best.
You know what? Screw it.
Why is this one card in front of me?
What? Because you're gonna need that, and then you're gonna need one of these and 4 of these.
Oh, okay.
But that one's always the same. For the cause of death. And then I've got my. Oh, jeez.
Cards are exploding.
Cards are exploding.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Why? Oh, there's actually like.
Yeah, they snap.
They kind of snap there. That's helpful.
They crackle and sometimes also pop.
Coldfire Surge is looking respectfully. Okay. So now, Scott, you're the forensic scientist. You get to do the everyone close your eyes, murder open, and pick your 2 pointers. Now, does everyone want to look at the board to see real quick what everybody's got?
Oh, yeah, everyone get a good look
get an idea
what
of
the cards are. So that whoever's the murderer can kind of think about what kind of comparisons you want to be able to draw.
And unfortunately for the murderer, the only card you know is going to be there is that single cause of death card. So, but you can use that as kind of a helpful thing.
All right, everyone good?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, everyone close your eyes.
Close eyes.
And then if everyone's eyes are closed, murderer, open your eyes and silently point at a murder and a piece of evidence.
Oh, yeah, I would love to play this with like 8 people because there's like. This starts to get into a little bit of like the Merlin vibes. You end up with an accomplice that knows that you're the murderer. Okay. They don't know what the 2 pieces of evidence are, but they can kind of help guide away from the murderer.
And now the investigators can open your eyes.
Oh, man. And then I can let chat see things too. You guys can look.
You need a new big sign that just says "look," but it still covers everything.
Yes. Okay, so here's my evidence. I'm also gonna flip that so you guys don't know.
It's nothing. Scott.
There's my options. Me.
So is cause and location always set, and then the brown ones are always random?
No, there are I think 4 of the green cards.
Okay.
The cause is always set.
Okay.
And then.
So let me look at these and decide.
And then, yeah, Scott, based on your
And
knowledge of what happened.
And I'll have to kind of keep in mind all the things that are on the board.
Correct.
Also, while he's doing that, just because it never came up next time, what was the purpose of these badge cards? We all got badge cards.
Because that is, you have to turn in your badge to make an accusation.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Because if you're wrong, yeah, because if you're wrong, you're off the force.
You know what? Fair enough.
You still get to talk to people, but you don't get to make an arrest no more. And technically speaking, in the rules, they're like, in turn order, everybody gets 30 seconds to make a case, rather than just kind of having open discussion. So I don't necessarily know if like one is better than the other, but it can kind of be nice to be. Everybody gets 30 seconds to say their piece without interruption. But we've played enough social deduction games that I don't think the respectful timer is needed.
Got a severe injury.
Oh yeah, let's actually look at these here. Oh, a severe injury. I don't gotta
Where did it happen? Where did it happen? Oh, on the vacation home.
I'll show these, but I don't gotta look here. I'm not the bad guy. But I'll show them for chat. In case I am. But I'm not, though.
Okay. I'm getting some ideas. Oh. Personality furious.
Man.
Okay. I'm picking up some clues here. Also, Joe, is that just a straight up PS2? That's a straight up PS2.
Yeah, it is.
My favorite part is that's a is that a PS2 or is that a PS4?
PS2.
Oh, actually, no, it's PS.
Oh, could be PS4.
No, it's PS. Yeah, I think it's a PS4 now that I'm looking at it.
It's also a murder weapon, which is amazing. I killed them with the game console.
Possible murder weapon.
Them PlayStations make bricks.
Possible murder weapon.
Trace bruise. Notice by bystandered action.
Oh, hey, Damon Works. This is a murder mystery that we are trying to solve. Scott, and then one of the three of us, knows who the murderer is, what the murder weapon is, and what evidence was left at the scene of the crime. And Scott has just this to help us figure that out. Scott has told us that the cause of death was a severe injury, not suffocation, not loss of blood, blah, 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 blah. We know it happened at a vacation home. We know the general impression is common. A bystander noticed some action. There was a bruise at the scene. And the murderer's personality was furious. Okay. And then, based on just that, we then go around and look at each of the players and try to figure out one red and one blue card. Again, I don't gotta look at these because I'm not the bad guy. But you guys might want to see it just in case I'm the bad guy. But I'm not the bad guy.
Alright, I got a couple of ideas.
I've got one primary idea.
Yeah, I've got a couple. So do we want to do the... Yeah, it's a little similar to Clue. A little similar to... It's kind of like a Clue and a Resistance werewolf.
Yeah. With less dice rolling and one person...
And more murder.
Well, one person did the murder, but they know that they did the murder.
Yeah, they know they did the murder, and they got to pick.
Clue's like, oh yeah, did I do that? I drank a lot last time.
I drank a lot. This one, it's just like, no, I did it. I beat them over the head with a PS4, and I'm happy about it. Like,
I will say, maybe we should do 30 seconds for each of us. Each of us come up with a brief pitch.
Okay. So yeah,
I think that's a neater way of doing things.
I think it's a neater for the stream. I agree. A little bit of Mysterium too.
Scott, you pick a direction, and we'll do 30 seconds each, go in a circle.
Okay, clockwise.
Okay.
From you?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's me.
That's Lee first. All right, Lee, what do you got to say
All
for
right.
this
All right.
evidence?
So my primary thought is, it's. I'm guessing it's a rich person who's in a vacation home, an angry person leaving bruises with action. So that leads me to believe unarmed pocket watch from Joe. That was my first thought. Pocket watch indicates wealth, and unarmed indicates violent bruising injury. And then otherwise, for James, I see the iron and bury, like maybe like they just beat somebody down with an iron and then buried them. I'm less confident on that one, but I think it's possible. But I'm more leaning towards the Joe one.
Okay.
And that's probably my 30 seconds.
Okay.
All right. For mine, I'm gonna say, looking at this, I'm leaning towards Lee with punch and probably oil painting, possibly envelope, but I'm gonna go with oil painting because vacation home. The punch is the same thing as my unarmed. Unfortunately, the two of them are very similar. But I figure punch is more congruent with furious and bruising. I don't think it would have been of the whip because that would have been perverted for sure. And on James's part, I don't think any of James's cards line up quite as well. Like if general oppression is common, I don't think Barry or Arson would. I mean, Arson maybe, but Arson doesn't really fit with the action or bruising, and Barry doesn't really fit with common. That would definitely be a little fishy at the very least. So I don't feel that this is a James thing. I think it's either. I think that it's. I'm aiming towards Lee at that.
Okay. So then, yeah, for my 30 seconds, yeah, I think generally speaking, with the cause of death being severe injury, but like not suffocation, not loss of blood, and then the blunt and the furious, I think that it's the idea of it being either the punch or the unarmed makes sense. If it was, loss of blood, it'd be like an axe, or suffocation, it'd be the scarf. The I like the idea of severe injury being for explosives, but it doesn't fit with the bruise. And likewise, action kind of fits both of those again with the unarmed or the punch. As far as like vacation home, like all four of these could go for just they were beat, and then this is all we really have to go on for the other piece of it. So yeah, oil painting could be like that vacation home bit, but I mean pocket watch for the same thing. I think it's not enough for me to dive in on a guess yet, but I think it's either unarmed or punch. I just don't think that it's quite enough for me to make a stab at either one of you for the other piece of it.
All right. I think I'm going to wait for a little more evidence to come about before I make any decisions.
Okay.
Honestly, same here.
Okay. So then, Scott, you get to draw a new brown card, and then you get to. Let me double check here. Do you throw one away before you draw or after you draw? Draw a new tile. Okay, yeah. So you draw a new tile from the brown pile, and then you can replace any one of the 4 brown cards from before.
Okay.
So you get to utilize that information to make an informed thought. Ooh, sudden incident. I like how the options for sudden incident are like power failure, fire, conflict, loss of valuables, scream, or no, it didn't. Sudden incident. No.
The way you put that.
This incident was not sudden.
And to be fair, they do that with the notice by bystander thing, right? Notice by bystander. Nah, they didn't see it.
Okay, so I am.
But a bystander did see this. I saw something.
I guess I'm gonna.
Okay, so the common impression Scott thinks is the least helpful information here. Is that on loss of valuables or screen? Loss of valuables.
Loss of valuables. Okay.
And you can keep off to the side so you don't, in case we need a third round.
All right, and then are we doing another set of 30 seconds?
Another set of 30 seconds, and then you just.
Okay, so I guess I'll start.
Yep.
With the change to loss of valuables, that leans me more heavily to Joe's side with the unarmed pocket watch. There's a world where it is PS4 pocket watch. I'm just saying. They're furious bruised, like he just got done playing a game of Call of Duty and he lost. He got sniped from across the map. He had to take it out on somebody. That could be a loss of valuable. He breaks the PS4 over somebody's face. So yeah, I'm kind of talking myself into PS4, but otherwise, I think it's still unarmed pocket watch. That's my 30 seconds.
All right. For mine, I'm back to Lee, but I'm actually thinking maybe if lots of valuables, not the oil painting, but the ring. Because it's still a vacation home, still a rich place, but ring is more easily lost, so I'm going punch ring. As for it being PS4, I'm kind of amused by the idea of lots of valuables, being they broke a PS4 over the head. But I feel in that case, noticed by bystander, it could be a lot of things other than action. It could have been like visual, I think, would be closer, because that's probably a very memorable visual. And that's my 30 seconds.
Yeah, and I feel like as funny as the PS4 thing is, I think if it was raging at the PS4, this would have been Scream instead of Loss of Valuables.
Fair.
Would be my thought. So I'm still on the same. It's not just finding the murderer. We also need the correct weapon and clue. So I'm still between those same two things. Of before, the loss of valuables could easily be the oil painting or the ring. Vacation home. Unfortunately, I think I still need a little bit more. I think I'm basically still between the other two. If anything, I've switched from oil painting to ring. But I still think it's either like bruise ring or unarmed pocket watch, and I still don't feel like I'm confident enough to throw in my badge on that.
For me, I think it's most likely unarmed pocket watch, but I kind of talked myself into that PS4 bit. I don't think that's off the table. I think that's reasonable.
It is. I think it's reasonable, but I don't think.
Can I make an accusation? We get a turn?
You can do you can throw in your badge if you want to make a gamble.
Turn in your badge. Or there's one
badge.
There's one more round.
There is one more round of information.
Okay.
I think I will throw my badge on this one. I think it's punch and ring. And that's my final answer.
All right.
Scott?
No.
Okay.
What? It was not. Okay.
It was not. So that doesn't mean it's over yet, but that doesn't mean we are down one of our guesses, which either means Joe as the murderer threw a guess in just to throw information out there.
Is it unarmed or is it video game console? Logically, it's got to be unarmed pocket watch, but the video, like, I talked up a good game.
So do I just draw another brown card now?
Yeah, unless Lee wants to throw in his badge. I'm waiting for the third round.
I am waiting for the third round.
Okay.
100%.
So yeah, you draw a third one, and then you can once again replace anyone with that. Ooh, victim's clothes.
Bizarre.
Naked. Naked grandma.
Hold on, this could give me a big clue into my PS4 case.
Naked is definitely PS4.
That's kind of.
Yeah.
It's on the elegant.
Elegant. Okay. That pushes me away from PS4. As sad as that is. Okay,
right,
well,
Lee.
I'll give you my 30 seconds because it's elegant. I feel like elegant people aren't playing Call of Duty on the PS4. I think it's got to be unarmed pocket watch. I think that's it. And I think he saw that he had unarmed pocket watch, and that's why he chose it because he knew that it was similar to Punch and then various other things. So I'm guessing that it's got to be unarmed pocket watch. So yeah, that's gonna be my pick.
Okay.
All right.
Joe?
And back to me. My pick is once again Punch and oil painting. I mean, obviously, I've already made my guess, so I'm out of it. But it's if it really was a toss between oil painting and ring, and unfortunately, it's a bit of a toss up here. I don't want both of you wasting your guesses on me when I'm not the murderer. But
Right.
you know, there's not much I can do other than say, pretty sure it's oil painting and Punch because fancy oil painting, like that's the most likely prop of all the things here.
Yep.
And that's my 30.
Okay, and then yeah, I'm in the same boat. I think it's Punch oil or unarmed pocket watch. So really, my question is, Lee, are you willing to do the unarmed pocket watch guess first?
I mean, sure.
I mean, it makes a difference for me because if you're bad and I make a guess, then it doesn't matter what you do. But as long as you guess, then it's like, okay, even if you're wrong, I have a shot.
Why don't we make it interesting and do it both at the same time, just for streamer lulz?
It makes me suspicious.
Yeah, but I'm also here for content.
That's fair. So I mean, by that logic, then I would guess the Punch oil painting. But that's why I'm like, I need you to guess it first.
And then I'll guess unarmed pocket watch.
Okay. Answer is no and yes.
No and yes.
Because you're guessing at the same time.
Yeah.
But yes, it's...
My assumption is Lee is correct.
Lee knows.
Yeah. See, the problem was at the end, I was just like, there's nothing I can do if he makes me guess at the same time.
Yeah.
Or if he makes me guess first. So I was just like, I'm screwed.
Logically speaking, it didn't even matter at that point because from James's perspective, it's like, James, Lee's only got one theory out of the available options since one of the theories is himself.
Mm-hmm.
So debating with him whether or not he guesses first is actually kind of irrelevant. Because
no, because the thing is that I suppose I see what you're saying. You're saying that I should because I would have guessed. Oh yeah, because I would have guessed Lee's.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like if you guess unarmed pocket watch and you're wrong, then your other option is that it's Lee, but Lee is not going to guess that it is Lee.
Right.
But yeah. I gotta say though, round 2, you guys let Lee play you like a fiddle, because he's the one who he deflected from oil painting to ring, but it occurred to neither of you that why would Lee switch his theory from oil painting to ring when those are his pieces of evidence?
I said nothing about oil paintings or ring. That was Joe. My whole conversation was about PS4s. I
was the one who switched it over.
Oh, I thought it was Lee for some reason, like talking about the ring being rich.
That was me. Because you switched it over to crime of richness, I noticed, oh yeah, they have a ring. That could have been
honestly
too.
Honestly, I hated that card. Like, when it was like, draw a new card and use it to replace an old one, I'm like, theoretically, I should be getting, like, new evidence to try to narrow it down for you. But honestly, I think this new card is more misleading than any the previous of my old ones. So I tried to use it to steer you more toward oil painting, but in doing so, it actually just made it more confusing, and I'm like, I actually, that's why when you guys went to round 3, I was like, okay, I'm immediately, like, almost no matter what I draw, that's the card I'm getting rid of.
And unfortunately, like, I chose the cards that I did because it was similar to different things. But
Yeah,
then,
when I saw that you went punch and he had unarmed, I'm like, oh, that's rude. How am I going to differentiate between those things?
I was trying to do like
It was
the
good.
best.
It was
And
smart.
you made a good choice. It was like,
Yeah.
and that did make it hard for me to point them in the right direction because unarmed and punch are almost
Yeah.
exactly the same thing. So that's why I struggled so much. I'm like, I don't know how to differentiate, which is why I tried to go with like pointing them toward the oil painting, but I felt like with the available clues that I had, it was hard to point that out, so to speak.
Yeah, and with the clues that you had, I had very little way of throwing shade at James, so it was just Joe. And then at that point,
Yeah.
like I'm already at a disadvantage because we have so few people.
Yep.
Also, Zarkolius, Lee convincing himself about a PS4 immediately made me assume it was him. I would make that argument regardless because
He would.
Yeah, no,
We-
I believed that.
we play these games fairly frequently, and I play it as if I'm innocent. And I thought that was a really good case.
It was a good case. I thought it was a good
And
guess.
that again was the other reason why that the card with the loss of valuables was why I'm like I am immediately pitching this card because
I
it's
got 2 cards.
What?
Wait, no, I didn't. It's just when it's in my hand.
Oh.
My camera was right next to where it goes in my hand, so it created a double image.
Oh, also, I am the forensic scientist this time.
Ah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. In stereo.
Thanks, I hate it.
Boop. And
all
boop.
right.
Oh yeah, I gotta draw cards. Hold on.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
No.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like these weren't shuffled that well.
You can swap them back for other things if you want.
No, because these 2 are cool.
Punch explosives.
James did it one way, Lee did it the other. I don't know how to.
Oh, I'll fix.
Lack of consistency.
I can fix. I'm a good boy, I am.
Sure.
Where are you?
Uh-huh. All right, there's my cards.
I hope James isn't the killer, because
Here's Scott's cards.
James has got some real gross options, so I really hope he's not the killer.
What? You're trying to figure out how someone could get killed with like dirty water?
I would be impressed if he killed somebody with a push pin.
Oh, that's a clue.
That's not a murder weapon, though.
Yeah, but still. Okay. Me and Scott have what I would call more traditional ways of killing.
a little bit.
Like the crust.
The traditional drilling of the body.
The traditional drill.
Drill and explosives.
All right.
All right. So all of you close the eyes. Your eyes should be closed now. And now, murderer points to your stuff.
Oh, I want to do this with more people.
Yeah, it definitely gets more interesting when you have more folks.
Yeah,
just because the options get more increased.
You get an accomplice.
All right. Now close your eyes. And now everyone open your eyes.
To try to help.
Now, I flip over 6 of these and arrange them.
Well, you get your purple one, you get 1 green one, and then 4 brown ones.
Are both of these brown decks, or do you have to just do the one on the end?
Just the one on the end.
Okay,
and then these ones here, Joe.
Thank you.
3 and 4.
Okay, what do we got?
And in the bullets. It's kind of important.
Uh,
Murder by
we
pushpin requires dedication.
we don't have the option for vacation home again, so this will be the first murder not happening in a vacation home.
That's true. Location of
scenery.
crime. Location of crime. Toilet.
The toilet was in a vacation home. Damn
Murdered
it.
someone on the toilet.
How could you? He just had to poop.
And the duration of crime was a few days. Killed him after a few days on the toilet.
Should have gotten some
jeez.
Pepto-Bismol.
Dastardly Dan, if the pushpin was coated in poison, I mean, it would work.
Yeah.
If the pushpin was coated in dirty water.
Oh, what? No.
Dun dun dun.
A severe injury.
Okay.
Although dirty water would work for toilet. Now I wish I was the murderer.
Duration of crime, instantaneous.
You're doing this
Yeah,
to
I
us
don't-
with our OCD, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh god, I went to fix it and everything went wrong.
jeez!
Hold on. Oh, stop the
How
card.
high?
Why does the card get caught up? There we go.
Some of
Sudden
these are-
sound.
Sun sound instantaneous.
Yeah, we can. Here, I'll just.
Spread it out a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Elevator. Ooh.
Interesting.
Oh, a disorderly elevator.
Actually, hold on.
Oh,
I think-
Oh, dormitory.
Maybe. Sorry about this. It's like
yeah,
it's
he gets
a
to.
little-
He has to think
it's a little
about it.
interesting.
A dormitory on the weekend. Oh, that's so tragic.
During the 5th season.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Okay.
Sudden sound, instantaneous, severe injury. Okay.
Classroom dormitory. Well, it's not classroom dormitory. It's just a dormitory. Could be a classroom dormitory, but it's very specific to dormitory. Okay. I'm drawing some conclusions here.
Interesting.
I can't wait to hear what your pitches are.
Ooh.
Okay. There's some things that I'm having a hard time putting together, but I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
I will admit this is a tricky one.
Yeah, I have my theories. I think I'm pretty set. On
I
what
think
my
I've
theories
got
are.
my first theory.
Okay. All right. I also have my first theory, but if we're going clockwise, that means that you would start, James, this time around, because I'm on the other side of the circle.
Okay. So, if I'm going first here. Oh God, what happened? Okay. Cause of death was a severe injury as opposed to like suffocation or loss of blood. So I think that's important. I think the sudden sound, instantaneous, disorderly. The sudden sound and instantaneous makes me think of something like a gun or just it's a quick death. So something like the belt or the crutch I think are going to be a little slower. I think the electric baton could be pretty quick. I think the whip maybe. But over on Lee's side, we do have an explosive, which would be a quick. The explosive or the drill could potentially both be very quick kills and both make a sound. I like the explosive because it would definitely also make it disorderly. And dormitory on the weekend also makes me think that USB flash drive, although Scott, for the same reason, could be notebook. So I think there's options for both. My gut is leaning towards explosive USB stick, but I'm very curious where the rest of this is going.
And I am pretty much right there with you. Like at first, as the clues were coming down, I was actually kind of thinking drill, and then like when everything was put together, I was like that just screams explosives to me. And then again, like you said, with the dormitory and weekend, like the USB drive, is the one that I think makes the most sense out of everything. Um, Very much weaker theory is obviously I want to look at both
Mm-hmm.
possible suspects as I'm looking at James, and I'm like, it could be like sulfuric acid and mirror, because mirror is something you'd find in a dormitory, and the sulfuric acid would make a sound and it would make things very disorderly. But that's much more like, I feel like that's really a stretch. I'm leaning pretty heavily toward Lee here with the explosives, and especially with the especially the explosives, but then probably the flash drive.
Okay. So for my 30 seconds, the killer did a good job because out of all three, I also think explosives USB drive looks the best, but it's not me. So whoever's the killer was good, and Joe maybe didn't have much to work with. My best guess is the notebook and then one of the weapons. I don't know which one of these weapons would be considered instantaneous because I don't think any of them are really instantaneous. And for the same reasons, sulfuric acid, which I think would be the front runner for James's, wouldn't be instantaneous. So my best bet is one of you immediately guess explosive USB drive, and when you're wrong, you'll know that I'm fine, and we can move on to try to figure out what the hell's going on. But my guess is notebook crutch, maybe.
Oh, I kind of want to just.
You want to just go?
You know what? I'm just gonna go for it, Scott. If I'm wrong, it's your job or Lee's job to figure it out. I'm just gonna guess the explosive and the USB drive on Lee.
Is that your final answer?
That's my guess.
No.
Okay.
So hopefully we can move on now.
That felt like it fit.
I know.
As the person who I know is not guilty, looking at it, that is clearly the choice that you make.
Okay, so now I flipped one of these.
You get a new brown one, and then you can replace one of your 4 brown ones with the new one.
James, if it's any consolation, I still don't think it was you.
Is he saying that because he knows it was him?
That's good because it's not me.
I feel like this could maybe help.
It could. I'm trying to think of which one is most damaging that I need to remove.
Oh, Damon, having the rough.
Eh.
Okay. So the disorderly scene is not as important.
All right, but what happened here?
Yeah, the weapons are here, the clues are here.
Oh, okay. He's really considering. Scream. Okay. Well, you no longer get j'accuse, but I still think you lead up to 30 seconds.
Okay. So again, I think that if it's Scott, the notebook is there. I'm not sure how many of these other ones lean into like a quick death. I mean, maybe a really well placed whip or again the electric baton, though I don't think the electric baton is going to cause a scream. The whip might. And then. I mean, the drill could be. Yeah, I'm not. The drill could make a scream and still be a very, very quick, sudden sound with a very severe injury. That's about all I got, unfortunately.
Okay, and I feel like because he got rid of the disorderly, it kind of makes me want to go back to my initial theory of the drill. And I do feel like that also fits with the scream because, I mean, someone was coming at me with a drill, I'd scream too. But I feel like everything else still fits with the USB drive for the scene of the crime. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking it's maybe it's the explosives that were wrong, and it's the drill and the USB drive.
Okay, so the closest thing that I can think of is notebook crutch, only because belt super not instantaneous. The whip I don't think would be instantaneous, but it's next to the crutch. I don't think it's the electric baton because that's definitely not instantaneous. That's like zapping somebody for like a minute. It would cause a scream, but not instantaneous. Nothing that James has is instantaneous. That is all long, arduous, and please stop. Dear God, why? So I'm pretty confident
Depends
it's
on
not
how
James.
dirty the water is.
I suppose that's true. But so I suspect it's Scott. I can't pin down the weapon, unfortunately, because they're all kind of sort of samey. But yeah, that's all I got right now.
Yeah, and I'd say it's a flogger rather than a whip, which is. Don't ask me how I know this. Anyway,
that is true, Joe.
So,
Yes.
does anyone want to make another accusation, or should we move to round 3?
Honestly, I think I'm
Just gonna go for it.
Because I don't know.
I mean, yeah, if you're wrong, then we lose, unless you're bad, and then.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I should wait for more evidence. What do you think, James?
I mean, I think you could just go for it, because I don't think a third clue is. I think if we're wrong, we're just deep enough in that it's.
You know what? Fair enough. Yeah, I'm gonna turn in my badge, and I'm gonna say I think the explosives were wrong, and I think it was drill and USB flash drive.
Alright, drill and USB flash drive. Is that your final answer?
Yep.
It is not.
All right.
Is the game over?
Think we lost then.
I don't think so, because I haven't made a guess yet.
Well, yes, but if you're bad, you can just be like, I win.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Ah.
Would you like to make a guess, or would you like to move on to round 3?
I want to see round 3, baby.
Lee would very much like his last.
Try one more of these cards.
It's
this one, right?
No, this one.
No, this one. Scott's like, I was wrong about you this whole time, ooh-woo. Knowing full well.
Oh, the victim's identity.
Oh, what the hell?
Alright,
you know what? There.
Middle-aged.
Middle-aged.
Alright, discussing is pointless, so I guess I just make a thing here.
It's not. It's pointless.
That sort of dissuades the whole school dormitory situation. Again, like if it's James, well done, but none of these are instantaneous. I feel like that was just led astray. So yeah, I don't think it's probably wrong because I have no good information. But I'm gonna go notebook crutch. I've been saying it the entire time.
Is that going to be your final guess?
I know I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong. The The clues, the options I got were awful.
Was it the camera baton?
You're half right.
No.
That was the
Also,
camera.
I will say I didn't want to like give myself away by seeming desperate for a defense, but you weren't supposed to replace the location of the crime tile.
That's true.
Oh.
You
Oh,
have to replace one of the brown
viable.
ones for it. But that's
Yeah.
okay.
It didn't matter.
And I was like, oh,
It's
now I'm
okay.
a little worried because that's one of the ones that's kind of not helping them right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because look at the options for this. Okay, the things he picked were red wine and electric baton.
Yep.
Which of these locations is appropriate for
Yeah.
red wine?
Now, electric baton is not instantaneous, though. That's what got me. I was like, it can't be the electric baton because there's no way it would be instantaneous.
In hindsight, I should have put brief instead of instantaneous. Yes,
Yeah.
but look at these options. In which of these locations is red wine appropriate?
Toilet wine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You had a rough.
That
Well,
was
also-
unfortunate for you. And
Like-
the funny thing is, the only reason I even picked wine was because there were a couple other like
Liquids.
fluid substances that I figured might cause a little bit of disarray because there's like the dirty water and the sulfuric acid over here, which admittedly are weapons, not evidence. But then on Lee's side, there's the perfume. So I'm like, there's some like kind of overlap there, even if in kind of a vague sort of way. And I
Also-
knew
Yeah.
the electric baton would be a confusing weapon.
Yeah.
Also, the people saying cafeteria in chat, I want to know what cafeterias you're going to that serve red wine.
I mean,
Like, seriously.
At the very least, I guess the logic there is because none of the locations are
Food.
good, you do cafeteria because it's the only one that's like food beverage related.
I suppose.
But it's I think it's a rough call either way.
Yeah, admittedly, you got a rough situation with the location of crime with me
Yeah.
having red wine.
Now,
then, like,
if I were the
dormitory-
investigator, I would have been brief, prolonged sound for the electric baton.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't go for it. With the way you laid out the clues, I was like, huh. I guess I did it. With the
Yeah,
explosion
but yeah,
of the USB
it's-
drive, I was like, yeah.
And that's when I played as the forensic scientist in our second game. I like Joe. You can understand now. Like it's actually pretty stressful to be the scientist because you get all
Mhm.
these like clue options, but it's like there's so many different ways that the clues can be interpreted.
Yup.
And there's
The
so
hell?
many potential objects on the board that they could be mistaken for. It's like it's actually kind of stressful being the scientist. Like it's tough to pick the right clues.
Yeah, it is.
Why?
And also, the problem is there's two different brown tiles. It's hard to figure out which pile is which.
I don't know why it's because these are literally just like the rules tiles.
We
Or-
should have just
no.
not had them upside down. That would have been
There.
easy.
Yeah.
How's that?
Or just yeah.
Okay.
move them.
But I mean, it's 10 o'clock now.
Yeah, that
anyway,
was an
so-
interesting game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is 10 o'clock.
And I like that
want
it's a
more.
social deduction game that doesn't require a super huge amount of people and can be played relatively
Yeah.
quickly.
You do need at least like you could technically do it with 3, but it not great because you
But even
know
then, for
who
a
it is.
social, for a social deduction game, 4 is still a good
Yeah.
minimum number to have because a lot of them start at like 5 or 6 or even
Yeah.
more than
Being
that.
able to do that at 4 is good.
Yeah.
The nice thing is if you do go up to more players, you've got a couple of extra roles. The accomplice and the witness. The accomplice knows they know the full answer. Oh, they know the full answer, and their entire job is just to sow, disinformation.
Interesting.
And then the witness is the same thing, but they're Merlin. They know what the answer is, and so they can try to help guide the table towards the right answer. But the murderer gets one extra shot at the end to identify the witness to auto win instead.
So it is very much the
No.
Merlin.
It's very
No
much the Merlin,
witnesses.
but I think that could be fun with a lot of players and just be like.
And then the
two-
witness can go into the witness stand over here.
How did you do that
Objection.
before? Hold up.
I mean, it's pretty easy to get there.
Just move your camera over.
Yeah.
Oh. I
Yeah.
thought you like.
Yeah, no. I literally put myself in the witness stand. Like, my first person view is of the witness stand.
Oh, can I go
Yeah.
like? Can I go over here? No, I can't go to be the judge.
Nah, the judge is too high up.
I can sort of judge-ish. There we go. Judge adjacent.
I can go
Ta-da.
inside the judge desk. Actually, no, I can scroll out a little
you
bit.
can kind of scroll up a bit. Yes, the attorney set exactly.
The back of the desk has no modeling because they didn't expect you to be back here. So it does ruin the illusion a little bit.
A little bit.
Aha! I've managed to lay a card on the witness stand.
Oh,
Illusion.
nice.
Oh, a couple cards.
Oh,
It's
are
weird
they?
because it really doesn't want you to pull cards over this far, but
It
if you
really
get it
doesn't.
just right, it like
Alright.
snaps to you.
I have to know what happens on this map.
Oh.
Oh jeez.
Oh.
Oh! I
What?
flipped the courtroom right out into this.
I
grubby
forgot that I
landscape.
did that additive, so it flipped the entire world back to the old. This is the one that comes with deception.
Oh god. Now I can see like the character or the player
Yeah.
portraits and the little like
Yeah, the
colored
zones.
stones, but they're in the dingy little apartment.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
and
it's,
there's the table down there.
and
Yeah, there it
it is
is.
flat, not 3D.
All right then.
Uh,
Well,
I-
that's as good a place as any to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good though. We got to
Yeah.
play some cool games, and yeah,
Did the thing.
did the thing. There, let's get out of that. Let's
Oh,
get out of that
jeez.
terrible place. Now we're in
It was
Brazil.
a terrible night to have a card.
We're in Brazil for Bun. With just
Bunzil.
yeah,
I am in a white hellscape that is not loaded properly.
perfect.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, James wants to open
James
your
wants to
Google.
open Google.
What?
I said no.
That's
know
what
what?
I have too.
How about on that note?
All right, I think it's time to go.
Thank you guys for coming out. It was a lot of fun, and we will see you guys tomorrow morning.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay.